First Kendrick popped out, then Julio got his candles blew out. Not JT maybe going to jail. Man, it's all going down here. Tales from the crib. So you already know what you need to do. Hit that subscribe button. Matter of fact, you need to hit that like button. Matter of fact, you need to hit that notification bell because you know you want to hear the new drama with Devin Haney, man. We got it. It's your boy, Jesse J, Phil Supreme 305 with my co-host.
Chico Grande Chico 2 times. What is up, crew? It's another week. It's pretty messy. Co-host is excited.
Exactly, man. I'm excited. I'm happy. I got a haircut. I'm looking fresh.
You got a haircut, but you're not showing your hair.
Listen, yeah, man.
Disrespect.
I'm trying to keep the groupies off us, man. We're getting too big.
And shout out the Florida Cougars for winning hockey.
I told you we the best, man. Florida Panthers, man. We going all the way. We won that championship. Next year, the Lakers finna win a championship. And Bronny James going first round this week.
Damn, fancy.
Bronny's going to Dallas. He's joining Luka. They're gonna go on a revenge tour.
Hey.
Jason Tatum, you're not the MVP.
That'd be crazy. If Bronny goes to Dallas, and they go on
I would be hyped.
Oh my God. Everybody gonna be at the Dallas Cowboys. I don't know who gonna be better. Who's gonna be bigger, the Mavericks or the Cowboys? If that happened.
Nah, I mean, the Cowboys are America's team.
And then LeBron James gonna have to be a Dallas Cowboy. He gonna.
No, LeBron already switched up.
He can't.
Remember, he said he's like not a fan of Dallas anymore. Understandably so. Tony Romo was a bum.
Was it? I guess so.
And Dak Prescott, Tony Romo 2.0.
Oh Lord, he ain't gonna never get a deal. But hey, man, this.
Oh, and shout out Blink-182. I just went to their concert.
How was it?
It was pretty epic. 10 out of 10.
Did you?
Great seats. Got some nachos. Had a beer.
Which kind? You had the cheap nachos, or you had the nachos with the fixings?
No, it was regular nachos.
Wow.
It's a rock show. They don't have the full concessions.
What? What they got there?
You know what's crazy, though, is they did have a Whataburger open, and people were getting Whataburger all the time.
Whataburgers, they lit. They just overpriced.
But you get Whataburger at the Frost Bank Center.
$20.
$25 a meal. You're welcome.
For 2 nuggets.
Oh, my God. 3 beers is like $45.
That's when you got to sneak it in your back pocket.
Nachos and a soda is like $17. They are taxing. But speaking of taxing, we're going to start this episode. What's going on first, Coast?
Man, we got everybody's favorite singer, JT, man. He got a DWI. It looks like we got the video of Justin Timberlake, driving a little intoxicated. And then we got Gayle King, giving her little 2 cents. Then we don't come back.
She was sticking up for him.
I guess
that's her boo-boo.
I thought she was.
Didn't she just try to holler at somebody else?
I thought she was with Oprah.
No, that's Stedman. But we're gonna watch this video and see what happened to Justin.
Bye bye bye. That's how Backstreet Boys. Look at it. He going on both lanes, driving like my co-host.
It looks normal. Where's the craziness?
Oh, so basically, I tell you the craziness.
Still looks normal. What are they gonna point him out?
I'm gonna tell you.
But Justin Timberlake is a really, really great guy. Listen, this is clearly a mistake. I bet nobody knows it more than he.
A stupid mistake.
Exactly, and he knows that. But he's not an irresponsible person. He's not reckless. He's not careless. Clearly, this is not a good thing. He knows that. I love when they stopped Billy Joel, and Billy Joel said, wait, not everybody judge at this particular time. But listen, driving drunk, there's never any excuse for that, ever.
Yeah.
Ever.
And it's alleged, right? I mean, at this point.
It's alleged, but based on what the officer saw there, it's not good.
But
See what the officer saw that it's
saw
not good.
Nothing.
Man, listen, I'm telling you.
That evidence is inconclusive.
Listen, man, what is conclusive is I guess what's going on is that Justin Timberlake right now is currently on this Forget Tomorrow World Tour, and I bet he wish he forgot that day because it looks like he was at the hotel, he was eating and drinking some martinis. Let Justin Timberlake talk about it. He had 1 martini. I don't know.
Just 1?
But it looks
He's a lightweight like you.
I don't know. It looks like he got behind the car. As soon as he got behind the car, he passed the first stop sign. He didn't even stop. So basically, the video you saw was a stop sign right there.
And he ran it.
And he ran it. So
was it one of those trap stop signs where they put it like behind the bushes?
It's LA. Ain't no bushes there. They kill everything green.
In LA?
Yep.
They still have trees. They didn't kill everything.
Depending what hat they wearing. It's hood.
Justin Timberlake's not in the hood.
Nah, it wasn't.
He's
in the
on
hood.
Melrose.
Nah, this is in Sag Harbor. This is in Sag Harbor, Long Island. So basically, like I said, man, he had a couple drinks at the hotel. He once he had a couple drinks, he left. Instead of calling an Uber or a Lyft, he decided to drive. He hopped in a car.
I don't understand why he's driving.
Me either. I don't understand
He's too
why
rich.
he's too rich to be driving. That's the first thing I said. So he hopped in the car. He passed the first stop sign. He was swerving a little bit, going lane to lane. Then after that, that's when the cop pulled up behind him and said, "Mr. Justin, you need to step out the car." And then
He's like, I'm not stepping.
And then Justin Timberlake, he obliged. He did everything right because his video camera out there. They're saying body cam out there was going on. So he did everything he was supposed to do. He got out the car. The man was like, "Oh, we need to do a breathalyzer test on you." Justin Timberlake was like, "Nah." He was like, "We need you to do the little pen test." He was like, "Nah, I ain't doing that."
The pen test?
Pen was like, follow the pen with your eyes.
Oh, okay. The light test.
The light test with the pen. The light test with the pen. He said, "Nah, he not doing that either." Then on top of that, his friends, he had friends there too. They ran up and they told the cop, "No, don't arrest him, don't arrest him. It's just."
They were following him.
They were down the street. He didn't remember as soon as he got in the car, he passed the first stop sign, so he didn't make it far.
Yeah.
He didn't make it far, so his friends were right behind him. He could have rode with them also, he could have gotten a lift. He
should have called his wife.
He was cheating allegedly. I mean, hey,
that's why he's on the run.
This is karma. But I mean, looks like here. I mean, the cop that arrested him. 'Cause, I mean, I had to think about it. What cop would arrest Justin Timberlake?
The year 2000 kid.
I thought he was a Britney Spears fan. But I mean, basically, it looks like a year 2000 kid. The kid only 24 years old, 3 months on the force.
Exactly.
Mr. Michael Arkansas, he said he ain't playing no games when it comes to the law. They saying he holds the law. I don't even want to say that's too disrespectful.
Holds the law like you hold your woman at night.
Hold it tight. Exactly. Nah, but he's real strict on the law. He ain't with all that. If you are driving drunk, which is a real bad thing, he arresting you. You jaywalking, he arresting you. Any type of crime you doing, he going after you with the strong arm of the law. And I mean, I guess Justin Timberlake had to see that for himself. So my question is, do you think Justin Timberlake's going to jail for this, or is he gonna?
I mean, not real jail.
You don't think so? This is a crime.
No, I mean, he didn't kill nobody.
That's what y'all see. That's
he
the
ran
problem.
the stop sign.
That's the problem with y'all people. Y'all always trying to. Oh yeah,
so,
he broke the law, but it was nobody there. It still broke the law. He needs the book thrown at him.
All right, calm down, Charleston.
I'm just saying. Right is right and wrong is wrong.
And what you're saying is wrong.
Nah, but
because basically, when you get a DUI, it's just like it's a heavy fine.
You
end up paying like $15,000-$20,000. You got to do community service. You get on probation, all kinds of stuff. So he's a celebrity. He'll be able to pay that off, no problem. That's a weekend for him. And then as far as him, like maybe being banned from driving for 6 months, maybe it'll make him actually have a driver and be responsible, which he should have been doing in the first place.
Exactly.
If I'm that rich, I'm never driving the rest of my life. Ever.
Basically, I don't know why these celebrities always do it. It's not the first time you've seen a celebrity, get arrested for DWI. You had Justin Bieber back in 2014.
Bruce Jenner freaking murked somebody.
Exactly.
And he was allegedly drunk.
Brandy.
Alleged.
Remember Brandy did something?
Brandy never did nothing.
Remember Tiger Woods?
Huh?
Tiger Woods driving drunk?
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah, Tiger Woods did it, but not Brandy.
She got in trouble. She had a vehicle. Yes, she did. She got in trouble for that.
That was stolen identity.
Oh,
it was
Lord.
debunked.
But I mean, it looks like all these celebrities do it. I mean, I don't understand. Like you said, if you making all this money, you should be able to afford the Uber, afford the black card. It's $14. And then on top of that, you was drinking at a hotel. You could have just slept at the hotel.
Justin Timberlake's also the type of guy that if he gets an Uber at like 3 a.m, he might not make it home. He might end up in somebody's basement. It don't matter if it's a man or woman. They all taking him home.
That's disturbing.
Everyone loves Justin.
Except for Britney Spears and Janet Jackson.
He told her, cry me a river.
But you know what's the funny part about this? So when I was doing my whole research on this whole situation, it was like this list they put out of, this is Justin Timberlake's karma. Here's 10 reasons why this is what Justin Timberlake deserves. It was like,
but what's his karma, that he can't drive and that he can afford someone to drive him everywhere?
He broke Britney Spears' heart. He ruined Janet Jackson's career. He left NSYNC. Come on now. It's a list of things Madonna did.
So he was bigger than NSYNC. He was carrying that team.
He was what?
You want him to keep on dancing with Joey and Lance and all that?
Exactly. He needs to. Also, he was cheating on my girl Jessica Biel multiple times.
Who said that?
What you mean? Who said that? Remember 2019 on he was holding the girl hand in New Orleans on the balcony. You can't.
Look, a man can't help a woman go on stairs or protect her from falling off a balcony.
You was already sitting down.
It could have been very windy, co-host. You don't know the weather.
Oh, so
you weren't there.
So you kept a saver hoe now?
No, I never said that. I just said you don't know the weather. The balcony is dangerous. You never carried your neighbor's groceries?
See, listen here, man.
You've never been a real neighbor.
Sometimes when you got a girlfriend, you got to let the other girl just fall off the balcony. Chris Black, like Humpty Dumpty.
That is a tough decision. You're like, because one, if I get caught, they're like, why were you watching her so closely to see that she was falling?
Exactly. You wrong regardless.
You already getting in trouble.
Exactly, and that's what Justin Timberlake
but then
shouldn't have been
he's
drinking
a
at the
celebrity,
hotel.
so you got to weigh it. You're like, celebrity does nothing. Girl loses her life. Sometimes you got to step up.
Oh, boy.
You don't got to be the one that stepped down. You got to be the one that stepped up.
You need to be the one to step away from the bar and learn how to say no to the bartender.
I mean, I don't understand. Like, if I'm famous, I don't really care to go anywhere. Like, I'm gonna have like my own
party,
like my own
Diddy party.
No,
that's what it sounded like. You were finna say party, right?
Not all parties that are your own end up Diddy style.
If it's not a Diddy party, what kind of party you going to?
This guy hangs out with Dwight Howard. He needs to be stopped. He needs to stop going to.
I mean, Orlando Magic 2007 was a great time.
You were hanging out with JJ Redick back then.
We were shooting more than hoes and ones.
Calm down, Hoops Tank.
Nah, but comment down below how you feel about
he's innocent.
JT situation. He's not. You see these eyes?
He should have been in a Tesla, and then the car could have drove itself.
Modern
problems require modern solutions.
So that's 6 strikes right there. He out. That's 6 strikes.
The Tesla driving you home. The robot can't drive you home.
The Tesla could have drove him home. He's rich enough to get a Tesla. Let's send him money back. Yo,
he still would have got a DUI though.
How?
Because you're in the driver's seat. Even if you have like the auto drive on.
I seen people make Kool-Aid while in a Tesla. I seen people make chicken off.
And they get pulled over sometimes if a cop's watching.
Some freaking haters. You can't. What's the point of getting a Tesla if you can't make?
You're supposed to be like still paying attention to the road, but you're not supposed to like go like, oh, let me pull out my Nintendo Switch and beat Paper Mario real quick. No, you're not doing that. But JT's gonna get his act together. Maybe he'll turn around and him and Lance can go to the moon again.
Hey, I mean, think about it like this: if he drop another album, he already got a mixtape cover.
Yeah,
this is a fire cover.
Listen, he should get a first day out.
Like
that's what I'm talking
about. You see, before we move on, you know how we watch the Mike freestyles?
Yeah.
When he like in the middle of the street, they rapping. Did you see
on the mic? Yeah.
Did you see the Robin Thicke one? Robin Thicke.
Oh, he did it one time.
Not JT got to do one.
He should do one with Robin Thicke.
Now,
I don't know if the internet can handle that.
I don't know.
What Robin Thicke or JT's like? You stole my whole style.
Exactly.
What is it? Word for word, bar for bar.
Exactly. At least Justin isn't.
Dre.
He's a Robin Thicke, at least half black.
No, he's not.
What?
Just because he has sleepovers with Kevin Hart doesn't mean anything.
That's disgusting. Comment down below. My co-host.
But we're friends though.
Oh man, we ending off with that.
Kai's never gonna live that down.
No, nobody's gonna live it down, man. All prayers to JT, man. He gonna get through. He got money.
He's fine, and he's got a fine wife.
Facts.
Shout out Jessica.
Stop cheating.
If you get tired of him, I'll be there.
Speaking of being there, man, looks like
my co-host's favorite rapper, Julio Fulio, was out celebrating his birthday, being messy, dropping locations, giving 300-pound girls his location, and then her hyping it up, sending it to everybody on Instagram, on Snapchat, on Twitter, on what's the Instagram, Twitter? What was that? Threads?
Threads, yeah.
Threads.
Horrible.
MySpace.
Everywhere, man. Here, right here, man. We have basically Julio Fulio's last, basically moments that he put on Instagram before.
Oh, it's like we're not showing that video
before he got his candles blew out. Happy birthday.
This is crazy. What goes around comes around.
I be drinking, cuz. I don't even drink, cuz.
You're supposed to have a chaser.
The pool party start today at 5, 6 o'clock. If you already got the address, pull up, man. You got the address, pull up. If you need the address, DM me right now. The pool party start at 5, 6 o'clock. DM me for the address or DM Fulio Booking ESPN. I'm gonna put it right here. If you need the address, DM me right now. The pool party.
Well, y'all, they done got that black ass boy. You say they done got that Fulio boy. I told them they would go get him. Yeah, no, well, I didn't tell them they would go get him. I just knew they would go get him. Because the boy works hard to get got. No, that nigga work.
Breaking news, police say 4 people have been shot at a Temple Terrace Holiday Inn. Tampa police are still on scene of this fatal shooting. 80 Northside's Chloe Sparks is joining us live with new information. Chloe, what's the update?
Stacy, this is the Holiday Inn Hotel right across the street from USF, the Tampa campus. We just spoke with police officials who tell us that 4 people were shot here in the parking lot, and one of those people died here on the scene.
Oh man, and just like that, they did it. It looks like, yeah, I mean, let me give you a little brief description of who Julio Fulio is. Julio Fulio is a Jacksonville rapper. I mean, you know, he has a lot of songs out there. He got that When I See You song, which is a hit. It was all on TikTok. Also, he got a couple other.
Him and 2-3 are both wearing their birthday hats.
You want to say that so bad? You were trying to hold it back, wasn't you?
No. This isn't my beef.
So basically, what's going on is that, you know, like we always say, man, you need these rappers when you doing gangster rap, rapping about knocking people off, murking people. You need to move away from your home. You need to move away from your hometown because it's never good. Right? But exactly, but that's the thing. What do you do when you go to another city, Tampa, a few hours down, and you still get altercations?
Still in the same state, man.
Exactly. And that's what made it so crazy. I mean, on his own birthday, he said in the video he was drinking. He don't even drink like that. Then on top of that, he kept dropping locations, telling everybody where he's going to be at. And on top of that, he's from Jacksonville, not Tampa. So you telling random girls to come to your place where you at. So that gives a lot of people the opportunity to catch you lacking.
Yeah, unfortunately, these rappers that have a lot of enemies sometimes don't be thinking about, doing locations or stuff that might get them seen. And, you know, so when you're in that dissing game, you got to stay on lookout.
Exactly.
And really never let your guard down.
Exactly. I mean, and the way he be dissing everybody, he always got to stay on the guard.
He be dissing hard.
He be dissing everybody. He dissed Kodak Black. I mean, he dissed Kodak Black.
No, but I mean, like his real city ops, he be dissing like unforgivable stuff. Yeah, and like you said that
he dissed Duck. You remember he dissed Duck, and even though you know,
FBG Duck.
Yeah, he dissed FBG Duck. That's why Billionaire Black said something about him, because he was like, he said something when he said Duck got.
We don't care.
He said Duck got signed, then signed out. And then that's when everybody got mad at him. But I mean, even when Julio Fulio was in Houston, he talked about a video where he came out the studio and he was in a shootout where basically they hit his vehicle. He had to unload the whole clip and everything. And
allegedly, what was the guy that kind of confessed on Twitter that like he was there? He was like, catch my ops slacking in Houston.
It was probably Spin the Benz. It was Spin the Benz because it was Spin the Benz made the song with Ace. And also Waffle with a Chopper.
Yeah, they were out there in Houston too, and they didn't know it.
And it was a lot, basically, and like my coach was just saying, I mean, they basically snitching at an all-time high. I mean, you already know what these rappers doing nowadays. They doing illegal activities, then they rapping about it. They saying that their best friend, you know, little Timmy Turner, running around doing things, and then police looking it up, and it looks like Timmy Turner really was in Houston doing illegal things. So, I mean, it's just a sad situation. Some people were saying that rest in peace, Julio Fulio. I mean, he just knew it was going to happen. I mean, because he said when you living in the streets, it's only 2 ways you can go, in jail or in a box. And
his last tape was called Final Destination, which is kind of eerie.
Yeah, he had the Final Destination, and he had the Resurrection tape. It was kind of eerie.
Oh, I saw a little, TikTok where they were saying the kid was like, Mom, why don't you follow behind the log trucks? Like every time there's one, you get out the way.
I don't watch.
And they're like, "This is why." And she showed the clip from Final Destination when all the logs busted loose.
I think about every time
that's why.
Every time I go to the gym and I see people doing that machine where basically you're doing a chest workout where you basically lift
the incline on the machine.
Incline on the machine, but the dumbbells at the top, and it's like it's new machines with they have the dumbbells on the top, and like in Final Destination when he was lifting weights, I guess the machine The clamp broke off in the machine. In the
it smashed his head.
Yeah. That's what was scary. I mean, that's why I'm watching that in the
that's why I don't go to the gym.
That and the butterfly effect messed me up the whole life. Butterfly effect.
With Ashton Kutcher, yeah,
messed me up.
You remember when he stabbed his hands in the was it the like the note thing, like where you get the post-it notes and you stab them and it has like the needle.
Yeah.
And he was like checking out like his powers or whatever, and he's like, oh, if I do this, well, I get scars and like I come back. Because he was going back and forth between his like age,
and everything kept happening. Yep, see, horrible. But back to what we were saying. I mean, back to what we were saying. I mean, what makes this crazy is the same way he dissed Young and A's brother 23. How he said, 23 and Ace was at eating some steak. They left on 23 birthday. They pulled out 4 shot, 3 knocked out, and 1 lived. And Young and Ace lived, and it looks like here the same exact thing kind of happened. 4 hit, or only 1 pass was Fulio. Unfortunately, the other 3 living. I mean, I'm pretty sure police is asking them questions, but if you go online,
yeah, it's just the opposite.
Exactly, it's just the opposite. Police asking questions. You already know the opposite side. I already posting videos. You look online, there's people already posting videos at the Holiday Inn, at the same Holiday Inn.
And then what's the song "Do It"?
Yeah, the song.
I mean, a lot of people are saying that's like basically self-snitching.
Basically self-snitching, but I mean,
then they're like, oh, he had to have that song already like
pre-recorded
because he couldn't have a whole video. But I don't know, people be
it wasn't a high budget video.
Yeah, it was just like at a gas station, so you could literally do that in a few hours.
True.
Like maybe he had that song already done, but didn't have the video.
Exactly. But I mean, is it good promotion or is it just you just tired of this? Are you tired?
It's Rico promotion is what it is. Because like it is good promotion, but it's also going to bring the eyes that they're trying to avoid. If you're openly dissing the dude that just died, that like you hate him, and then you're doing a song called "Do It," and you're known that your people have like killed their people and back and forth. Yeah,
and it's basically never. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Like, so basically, if you're in a situation like that, if basically it's an all-out war, because that's what you see all the time. It's an all-out war. This gang versus that gang. Let's say
the cops be watching the Instagram heavy, man.
So
because like even when Muwap got booked for Duck's murder, they had been watching him, and he had been out of town for like a couple months. And the day he came back, he posted on Instagram, "I'm back in my city." They went and got him.
That's crazy.
They waited for him to post that he was back in the O, and they picked him up immediately.
So I mean, does it ever end? So like, let's say basically like when we kids, I get arrested, I catch like 15 years. I catch 15 years. I'm 16, 17 years old. We going on this war. Then as soon as I get out, I'm like 30. 15, 16. I'm like 31, 32. Am I still having to watch my head, watch my swivel, watch my duck?
Yeah.
It's still not over with.
Yep.
When does it end?
I mean, I don't know. I've heard in Chicago especially that they'll be like, oh, some dude who got killed. And it'll be like, oh, it was like, was it somebody like that was known? No, it's like some, older person. And they're like, oh, that person was in an old beef.
That's hard.
It's like, some like 56-year-old pulled up on a 50 or 60-year-old. I mean, people have life beefs. Some
that's what you got to. That's what you got to move out. You got to do what Dirk did. Dirk moved to Atlanta. Young and Ace moved out. They said Narda Wick moved out of Jacksonville. Young and Ace moved out of Jacksonville. I mean, because that's what they don't want to run into these problems. And then Julio, I'm watching the interviews online, and Fulio on Say Cheese saying like, I heard I got 80K on my head, and I don't care. I'm still in Jacksonville. My mom writing me every day saying you need to leave. You need to leave. I even bought my mom a place out of Jacksonville. So she bought everybody's out of Jacksonville, but he's still there. I mean, he's talking about situations where like,
I mean, because people don't want to be like forced out of their home, and they also like a lot think that it's kind of weak. If I'm not back in the city that I'm from, they're gonna start dissing me or saying, oh, you get big and now you're too good for your city.
Yes, you see everybody else do it.
Yes, that's the answer.
Basically, everybody else do it. I mean, also he told the story about when he got hit in the foot when he had to wear that little machine contraption. He was like, basically, he was like, he ain't go to sleep. It was like 6 a.m. He was like, I need to go to this corner store to get me a new vape. He drove to the corner store to get a new vape at 6 a.m. and that's when people ambushed him and shot him. It was like, damn, you can't even wake up at 6 a.m. People are already watching your house. So it's like so basically what you're saying is, so if you didn't drive to go to get the vape, they would have ran in the house. And then he said the only reason that he knew where he lived was it's like his ex gave the other people his location. That's what happens a lot. Like a lot of girls is like
they be scoring and then dropping the low.
They be basically passing out assists. They jogging Stockton. Do you think do they get it? So in Chicago, do the girls get in trouble for this? Because I mean, it happens in Chicago too. Like with FBG Cash, I know. Well, I think he popped up. He got somebody, but I mean, like with FBG Cash situation, where like he on a date with a girl, and I guess the girl sends the location, or like
it'll happen all the time. Like they'll send a girl on a mission, like DM this dude, and they'll even hook up with him, and then they're like, as soon as they're leaving, they'll like he's on his way out, and then like they're waiting for him in the bushes once he gets around the corner, and then they light him up. Sometimes the girl gets caught, sometimes the girl doesn't get caught. Sometimes she gets interviewed, sometimes she doesn't even get interviewed at all. Sometimes some people know, sometimes no one really knows. And then sometimes, they get back. That's where you see like, this girl was killed, and like that wasn't no random shooting. Like she was involved in a back door. So
sometimes like
people get revenge.
So sometimes like when you be seeing on them Chicago sites, like, oh yeah, this girl got hit. Maybe she could be innocent, like innocent bystander, because people can't shoot. But other times they're like, nah, She
was the target.
She did some things. Yep. I understand that, but okay.
I mean, allegedly, what's that one girl rapper from Chicago?
Kayla B?
No. That Tay Savage allegedly took out her mom.
Oh yeah, I know. So yeah. Keep going.
Yeah, but it's like that. Allegedly, her mom had like set someone up, or something like that, and so like they got her. For basically getting someone killed, not actually. I don't. Correct me if I'm wrong in the comments down below, but I don't remember. But it's like one of those things.
Okay. So it's not. So you got to move out of it. So I'm gonna ask you this question: if you a street rapper, you got to move out of your hood because they gonna come after you. Even though they ain't support you going up, as soon as you pop, they coming after you.
And you can't even like move to like the rich area nearby. Like you can't. You
gotta leave your city. Period.
You can't move like 45 minutes away and be like you're gonna be safe. Like that's not a bad drive. Like
you basically got to move.
You basically got to move to where like someone's got to take a plane.
Basically.
To come and get you, and like people ain't like. It's hard depending on the state. Like some states have guns, some states don't.
So you can't.
So sometimes you can't travel with them. Your farms.
So you can't do that. I mean, you got to do that. You got to move out. Then on top of that, if you go out of town on your own birthday to California or whatever, you can't even throw a party. You can't tell everybody I'm trying to throw a private shindig.
No, but I mean that's the thing is like if I got to like where I was a certain amount of rich, like I wouldn't be caring to hang out with randoms.
So you want
and especially man, this has a girl and this dude has a girl and he's hanging out with thotties. Like, possibly him being thirsty cost him his life because if he was throwing a proper birthday, his girl would have been there, and then they would have been hanging out with their friends, probably like a bunch of other couples. You could have had something fun like that. But it seems like he was doing the most, and then also drinking when he doesn't really drink like that, so his mind isn't really that straight, and then he's leaving himself open. But you said you felt like he was kind of feeling like he was leaving himself open on purpose, that he was almost just tired of it.
Yeah, I mean, because if you go through the story, he talks about like this is the 4th or 5th time that he's basically been he's been hit in basically a shootout.
Shot at or shot.
Yeah, shot at. I mean, he got hit. He got in Houston in that situation. He got grazed in the neck. He got hit in the foot. Even his own mama house got messed up, and also his girlfriend got her finger knocked off. So, I mean, because they were saying, like, you'll think a girl that got her finger knocked off will learn how to stop tweeting.
Dang. Disrespect.
So, I mean, they going.
She's like, I got 9 left. You better keep coming.
Disrespect. Also, but, I mean, before we move on, so basically, so is it safe to be a street rapper? If you finna take the road to be a rapper, what you gonna do? What path should you take?
The Post Malone route.
Sell out.
Go mainstream.
Go.
And then go country.
No. It's only safe in country.
No country artist. You don't see Tim McGraw trying to take down Kenny Chesney.
I mean, hey, you see that Wallen dude, I think he did the song with, didn't he do
Morgan Wallen?
Morgan Wallen. He did the song with Dirk.
Yeah.
And then I think he just did the song with Moneybagg.
Yeah.
So, I mean, hey, it looks like he crossed. Hey, you never know.
He's choosing sides.
He chooses. Oh, man.
Yeah, like, he gets caught walking down somebody.
Exactly.
Walk him down, Waylon.
Exactly, but I mean, comment down below how y'all feel about this situation. Did this
It's
cheap
sad.
hotel cost him his life?
Yeah. So I mean, plus, yeah, that's all the things. Him being thirsty, and then if you have money like that, why you're messing you're messing with lower level women if you have to go to the cheap hotel. Like if you got money, you should be messing with girls that's like in nice hotels. He's thirsty, and he's thirsty for the cheap ones.
True that. I mean, if you've been hit, I mean, yeah, I wouldn't go anywhere.
But see, if he could, like I said, if he would have been like responsible and having a normal birthday, he would have been fine.
Which you ain't no normal birthday. Remember Justin Bieber in California? He threw a bowling party and Kodak Black went, and then it was like, oh, Kodak Black got in a fight, and it was a shooting. Because I guess like Kodak Black said something about Nipsey. Said something about Laura London and Nipsey back in the day. And then I guess somebody, since it was California, somebody came to that event where Justin Bieber was throwing outside and had to see about that. So I mean, it ain't safe.
I mean, California's got to be one of the most hated places ever. I mean, like how many celebrities get knocked off out there? It's just ridiculous. I don't mess with California.
Pop Smoke. I mean, it's a lot of people, but I mean, but speaking of California, I mean, you
and the tacos are trash.
Speaking of trash,
they're not. I don't know. It's crazy because you could tell like there's a difference.
What, California and California? Are you talking about tacos?
Yes.
We finna talk a big bag
tacos and vatos.
I mean, you know, people say that California tacos is way better than Texas tacos.
No.
You don't think so?
I know so.
I guess. Comment down below which one you prefer better, California tacos or Texas tacos. I mean, hey, even if you vegan.
Yeah, but you got to watch in Texas. The higher north you go, the worse it is. Like, don't eat tacos in Dallas. Don't do it.
Never eat tacos in Dallas. And if you got ops, never go to the Holiday Inn.
Like, Houston has some places. Austin and San Antonio probably got the best tacos.
We gonna see. But moving on, man, it's time to talk about some more trash, man. Some more toilet bowl music. Looks like here, man, everybody's favorite, man, XXL Magazine dropped that freshman list. You know, I forgot about this. Like, as soon as it dropped, I was like, dang, we are at that time already where it's time to listen to see who the world is saying who the best new upcoming rappers is coming out that y'all need to watch out for. I mean, hey, told you, once again, they stomping on Drake. The song of the summer.
There's no West Coast artist.
That's the funny part. It is not one West Coast artist on this whole list. We gonna go down the line, man. We got Lay Banks. We got Maya the Don. Big Extra the Plug. Huncho, Skilla Baby, Cash Carbon.
The Mexican OT, Rich Amiri, Boss Man D-Lo, Four Bats, and Scarlett. Southside did the beat.
Ooh, so I mean, hey, once again, everybody saying this is trash. Don't nobody care about that. But hey, y'all said the same thing about the 2016 freshman cover with the Kodak Black and the Little Uzi.
They said it was one of the best.
I mean, I guess so, but it is coming out right now to be one of the best.
2013.
Who's on the 2013?
Travis Scott and Chief Keef.
I mean, hey, it's up there. I mean,
there's a couple other big artists on there.
I like 2010 with Wiz, J. Cole, OJ the Juice Man, Big Sean, and Nipsey Hussle. Or the 14 with
what's weird? That's like what's weird about the freshman list is like you could be late to the party. Like you could be in the game for like 5 years and then make the freshman list because like Wiz making the 2010 was late. Like I remember Wiz being big from like 07, like 06. And he didn't get on the list to 10. He'd already been in the game like 4 or 5 years. When did Black and Yellow come out?
I forgot. I gotta. When let's play a video, I'm gonna look that up. But also, I mean, hey, you know, it's hit or miss. I mean, sometimes, you know, it's like the whole Black Boy JB situation. He thought Black Boy JB was that person. He had that charisma. He had that energy. He had that Drake stimulus package. But I mean, fizzled out. Clearly, y'all don't hear him. He
didn't know how to take advantage.
Exactly. But I mean,
he fumbled. Butterfingers.
Exactly, man. We got a video of basically all the XXL freshmen talking. We're going to let them talk through. We're going to come back and let you know who else was snubbed. Because you know you're missing a couple of people on here that you're missing.
To the freshmen, they were like superheroes to us.
It's something that I pray for, almost like it's a dream.
To see something that I grew up with, to be a part of that,
it was a blessing, big reward.
I'm grateful.
It's a big thing.
History right now.
If you become a freshman, you made it.
Being a freshman, it feels like a dream come true.
This is the beginning, the first door that I gotta open.
Doing what I'm supposed to do, I'm headed in the right direction.
Puts heat under my seat, put a fire under me.
Now you better get on the train or get hit by one.
Ooh. She ate the train.
Disrespect. You woke up on that Jacksonville time today.
It was a Twinkie train.
Hey, Boss Man D-Lo.
I just feel like now I'm stamped.
Beginning of a new era.
Show success.
Thanks, Grammy nomination.
Whatever you think of, pass out of.
Cause I'm gonna be in action.
Ooh, so there you have it, the freshman of 2024. Now, Coles, before I'm asking you this question.
I thought you were gonna be on the list.
I mean, I'm popping like fish grease, man. I need to pop my car. They're hating on me, man. You know I'm gonna drop that diss track. But nah.
Oh, you know who they didn't have?
Who?
Gustavo.
Gustavo Birds, man.
Should have been on the list.
Gustavo Birds on there, man. For real, big facts, man. Check this out. Type in Gustavo Birds on YouTube. Check out his video, man. Hot. Fire. Before I go, but I'm gonna tell you right now, everybody that's been left off. I mean, because you already know who you missing. I mean, I'm gonna tell you everybody who left off. Then I'm gonna ask you this question, co-host. It's gonna be quick. We got Baby Drill, not here.
Senior. Gloss
Up, Caribou, who signed with Lil Yachty. That Ania girl who got the song with I'm Back Outside song with Lotto. That's big, and she also performed that Jen Carter song we did. That Jen.
Mm-hmm.
Make sure y'all check out our reaction channel.
Decent.
Make sure y'all check out our reaction channel. Also, your favorite rapper, Little Mabu, ain't here. YTB Fat ain't here. 310 Baby ain't here. Sexy Red ain't here. And Vezo ain't here. So my question goes is it time to throw away the XXL magazine?
It's been time to throw it away. If you look at the comment section when they actually posted the cover, everyone was hating on them. Like, the top comments were all hate.
It's always going to... Yeah, true that. It's all hate.
They were saying, like, all these people... I mean, a couple people got love, like Big X the Plug.
He's good.
So people seem to think he's cool. And that Huncho dude...
Yeah,
Huncho. Whatever his name is.
He back. He should call.
The one that looked like... was it Squidward's house?
Yeah.
He's pretty decent.
Mexican OT?
Mexican OT is actually pretty good. I like a handful of his songs.
Skilla Baby?
But isn't... wait, which one's your favorite?
Boss D-Lo?
Cash Cobain?
Fire. Oh, yeah, Cash Cobain, fire, man. That sexy drill out of New York, man, fire. He on everybody's stuff. He on Don Toliver, A Boogie with the hood. He got some Ice Spice. Everybody. And he Ghost Road for Drake. He had a reference track with Drake. Check it out. But I mean, hey, listen, man.
But what do you feel about the snubs? Do you feel like it's snubs because it's like these people should have been on it because they're like that big now? Or do you think it's like kind of like they had a slow rise, so they didn't really make it when they were new, and since they're like big now, it's too late? I mean, sometimes they put them on anyway. Maybe if I guess whoever their manager is forces it or whatever. But it seems like Sexy Red and Lil Mabu, and Baby Drill are all better than the people on the list.
But YTB Fat, the dude from Moneybagg Yo, we see him on a whole bunch of songs.
Yeah, but they've all been out for a while. I mean, like Sexy Red's almost been out like
Scarlett's been out for a while.
A decade. I haven't heard about her. Maybe she's had like a cult following, but
then
it's hard to stay up with everybody.
Big Extra's been out for a while.
Big X the Plug?
Yep.
Yeah, he has been out for a while too. So that's what I'm saying. Is like, is it cut off? You've been in the game like 2-3 years, or can you still get XXL like 7 years in the game?
The thing is, I don't know what this XXL magazine. I don't know what the credentials is because I showed you their videos on their YouTube page. It's like some of these people don't even have 1 million subscribers. They don't even have 200K subscribers.
Yeah. There's a handful of artists that had less than 200K, and I thought for XXL maybe it'd be a little more popping than that.
Exactly. I mean like
200K and up.
Scarlett had a 500,000. I mean,
that's pretty good.
It's just good. But I mean, Maya the Dime barely had views unless something happened to her channel. I don't know what's going on. Barely had any subscribers. Then the Lay Banks girl. I mean, she's more of a TikTok artist to me. So I mean, I don't know really how long that's gonna last. Cause
I remember you were drooling in her video.
I'm telling you, she's gonna take over Ruby Rose spot, man. Comment down below. Do you see Lay Banks taking over Ruby Rose?
For Egyptians.
Horrible. So, and Maya the Dime, she makes good music, but I mean, if you think about it here, man, I was saying this. It's a whole bunch of New York artists on here. Lay Bands in New York, Mighty Don, New York, Scarlett is New York, Cash Carbon's in New York.
What's that little Lola Brooks?
Lola Brooks
wasn't she on it last year?
Yeah, she was on the last one.
Man, I saw a meme where she was like running out on stage, and each time they made her smaller and smaller.
Yeah, that was horrible.
That was pretty funny. She's tiny.
That was hilarious. I mean, listen, I don't know. I'm thinking they trying to push New York artists on us, like on the cool, because some of these don't even make sense. Because I mean, you could have easily.
You know who they didn't get from New York?
Who?
Shout out one of the best New York artists right now, PSB Fredo.
Oh Lord, he is not gonna make it. Not gonna make it at all.
He's the
Comment
best
down below
in
if you
New
know
York.
who that is.
Well, what about
who else you think should have been on it?
What about all those other New York artists? Have they been on it before?
I'm surprised.
Like all the the Naughty Bop dudes.
Nah, I mean some.
Do they have like another artist on the rise?
Sugar Hill.
Jen Carter.
Jen Carter
she should have been on it.
Should have been on it.
But what's the other two dudes' names?
Sugar Hill, D Dot, them didn't make it. Didi Osama.
No, but what's Carter's like the two dudes she's always with?
You don't put me on the spot. I forgot.
I'm not a super fan. I
know.
I forget.
I know they get a song with French Montana.
Wasn't one like Tattoo?
Tata. Yeah. The one was Tata, Jen Carter, Tata, and there's one more person. But I mean, I don't know. I mean, with this, I'm thinking, who do I think should have made? I'm kind of happy. I mean, once again, you know, they represent Florida. You know, Boss Man D-Lo taking over the game. Last year, it was Boston Richie, even though he snitched and that ended.
Yeah.
So we back on it again.
He put Florida on the map just to make him look bad.
How do you feel about Chicago? Is Chicago getting overlooked? Should Vaughn off
1700?
1700 should have been on here?
Yeah, I think he's big enough, man. He came up in a short time.
Or do you think PF Nook would have been on here, but he had legal problems?
Was he PGF?
PGF Nook?
Yeah, wasn't he on here like a couple years ago?
I don't think so.
Comment down below. I thought he made it before.
I mean, 'cause they get snubbed, and also they put Not Like Us on there. Ain't not one California artist on here.
Who's California ain't putting on? They're only uniting against their hate against Drake.
That's the only reason. That's the only thing that brings them together.
It's like, I was gonna murk you, but you know Drake's dissing so hard, so we gotta be friends right now. We can't let him win. We gotta beat up the owls.
Disrespectful. But I mean, I need y'all to comment down. But do you have anything to say about this?
Shout out Big X the plug.
Fact.
Shout out 600. He's 600, but he's a Texas 600.
Texas 600. Yeah, okay.
Not the same as Mimo 600.
Comment down. I mean, you know, the freestyle video hasn't come out yet. Also, before we move on, how you feel about?
They should have got Lex Luger instead of Southside. He's way better.
How you feel about that? How you feel about
Lex doesn't really care about being in public like that. He's already got Grammys. And
what you mean? That's Southside little bro.
No, Lex Luger was way before Southside.
Nah, man.
You know, Lex Luger made BMF.
Put him on.
He made.
What do you know? What else he do?
Load of Gun Sounds with Waka Flocka.
So basically, you saying he's one of the people that started all this stuff.
Yeah, because a lot of Chicago got their inspiration from Lex Luger.
True that. Because think about it, if
like
Lex
Young
Luger
Chop was like inspired by him, yeah.
Think about it, if Lex Luger ain't do that, then you wouldn't have G Herbo, because G Herbo worked with Southside, and you know how NY always be on G Herbo nuts. They be glazing them super hard.
They all got their style from him.
I mean, they got a shrine of G Herbo over Chief Keef over there.
Yeah.
So I mean, New York scene probably wouldn't have been here.
It's crazy.
We still would have been listening to French Montana style music.
You love French Montana. Shout out Coke Boys.
French Montana is fire. Even though he got them bots.
What's his face? Shout out Chinks Drunks. R.I.P.
R.I.P. Chinks.
You were my favorite Coke boy. You were my boy, Blue.
R.I.P. Chinks, man. R.I.P. Pop Smoke, man. R.I.P. Julio Fulio, man. R.I.P. Tupac. I don't know why I had to say Tupac.
But not Biggie.
R.I.P. What the hell? R.I.P. Biggie, man. Stop playing. Biggie the GOAT. Everybody know he better.
The phony goat.
Moving on.
He never did no movies.
Speaking of phony goats, man, moving on.
Kendrick Lamar, perfect.
What?
Perfect transition. Yes. Kendrick Lamar shut down his Ken and Friends concert. Fans went crazy over Drake disses performed Not Like Us at least 4 or 5 times. He should have done it 6 times to diss the 6th god, but he was scared.
I mean, he did it 5. We know what 5 is for, right? Exactly. Watch out. But hey, man, you already know we got
the 5 fingers say to the face. That's what it's for.
Horrible, but hey, man. So while this whole concert, I mean, like my co-host said, Kendrick popped out and showed people in California, man, it was big. Juneteenth, he really did his thing in California. And Juneteenth is like basically like a
holiday.
A holiday. It's like basically like in Texas we have the Fiesta. Like if you're downtown Chicago,
yes.
downtown in Texas, San Antonio, you have the Fiesta. In Juneteenth, they got like the whole little thing going around there. They got food, all that stuff. He did the pop out.
There's more than one place to celebrate Juneteenth.
But they don't.
It's not just California.
But they don't do a whole little like festival like we do. Like I mean, they don't do a full festivals like California do. Like we didn't do a festival for Juneteenth.
Yes, we did. You just weren't invited.
I wasn't invited to the cookout.
Nope.
I think it's 'cause I hang out with you too much.
No.
But nah, man.
I was invited.
no, you wasn't.
Yes, I was. They sent me a VIP ticket.
It's probably one of the black girls that got brainwashed. Stop listening to Ebony K. Williams and all them other people.
It wasn't me.
But hey, man, like I said, hey, man, we got Kendrick Lamar concert. We gonna show you a snippet of the concert. We gonna show you.
Can we show a snippet of the concert?
I mean, the way I did it.
We're gonna get copyrighted.
Nah, the way I did it smooth. I did it slick, right, man. I did it slick. Then we're gonna show Snoop Dogg, giving praise to this whole situation.
He gave so much praise that he couldn't show up. That's how much praise he gave.
Then on top of it, we got the game, saying,
he wasn't invited.
He wasn't invited. I still love y'all, but he finna drop a diss track real soon.
On Kendrick?
On everybody.
He's gonna diss California.
Facts.
Diss his own set.
For Drake. For 6 God.
No, he doesn't like Drake.
He loves Drake. You know that? On the song 100, he was like,
they did do songs.
He's like, yeah. I forget. N-words called me to set you up. They hit me up coming to wet you up, but because you're out of town. And you talk about Drake.
He's like, I'll protect you.
Yeah, he's like, I'm gonna protect you. You put him on there. That's when you put Drake on the song and everything instead of setting him up.
So is he cool at Whack 100?
Who, Drake?
The game.
The game is still managed by Whack 100. Remember
They're still good.
Only reason why the game is getting sued by that girl from his show. The only reason why she can't win anything because she's saying all my stuff is under Whack 100's name. Like my house is under Whack 100's name. The label was under Whack 100. Everything's under Whack 100.
Yeah, it's too much
Whack
power.
100 is like this.
This Family Dollar Suge Knight needs to be stopped.
Horrible. So we gonna have the game talking, then we're gonna come back, let you know who else missed the concert and what else you should know about what Kendrick did, why it was so basically legendary.
Introduce the dance like that.
Top of the morning, Big Snoop Dogg coming at you live from Canada. Sending a big shout out to K-Dot and all the homies from the West that stood together, unified, organized, in peace, love. That was beautiful. That was fun to watch. Beautiful to see all of my peoples come together. And K-Dot, you are the king of the West. That's the kind of shit kings do. We unite. We bring our peoples together.
You ain't this and you ain't that and you siding with this nigga and that nigga. When the fuck y'all heard me say a motherfucking thing about who I'm siding with or this and that, nigga? I'll be in my own lane chilling, nigga, taking care of my kids out the fucking way, nigga. That's how I made it this far in this fucking game, man. A lot of y'all, a lot of y'all fans and shit, it's kind of easy to sit where y'all sitting at y'all house and try to look and gauge this shit from where y'all sitting. But it's a lot of fuckery that go on in this industry, man. And y'all can see from what happens to some of some of y'all certain celebrities y'all follow and whatnot. This shit ain't what it's all cracked up to be. And because I don't want to play internet games with niggas all the time or be on this motherfucker every day or be on these people red carpet or doing all this shit, that shit ain't for me, man. I got into the game thinking that this shit was gonna be one way and it was a whole other way. So I had to, navigate myself through this shit, the
whole West Coast know what's up, man. So basically, let me tell y'all what's going on, man. I don't know. So what you want to hear first? You want to hear about the concert first? Or you want to hear about why Game is so salty about this first co-host? What you want to tell you? Which one?
Oh, we could talk about the concert first.
All right. So, I mean, back to the concert, man. The concert was so legendary. I mean, it was more than 20 artists performed. I mean, they went all through a lot of people.
They're all selling.
They went all through, basically everybody's childhood, from DJ Hurd, and DJ Mustard came out. You know, Rucci came out, which is my music pick last week, or the episode before that. Rambo came out, who basically is going Ruffy the Plug.
Yeah.
Ruffy the Plug wasn't there because of Rambo. Rambo was there, you know. I mean, it's two reasons. Ruffy the Plug wasn't there because, you know, this is with Rambo. Rambo, he used to be part of the Stink team. And also, you already know, they said YG took out, allegedly, Draco, the ruler.
Yeah.
So that's another reason why, you know. But at the same time, they saying Kendrick Lamar, when he was rapping on one of his songs, he basically did the Draco the ruler flow. So it's like, how you do that, and on top of that, you YG. It's just too much going on. But yeah, so you had Rambo, you had YG perform, Blue Bloods Clan perform, J Rock perform, Schoolboy Q perform, Dr. Dre came out there.
Should have had Eminem.
I mean, he ain't.
Detroit
Fake
can't
Unity was
love.
out there, Smack was out there, T-Rail was out there. I mean, AD didn't go because he said he wasn't feeling good. I mean, it was a lot.
He wasn't feeling it. He's a Drake fan.
There was a lot of things going on. I mean, how'd you feel about it? Did you watch the concert? I think I made you watch it, right?
I want to know, what did Duno think?
He loved it. Duno said he actually loved it. And it was like, because I mean, the reason why they say he loved it, because this is the first time in a long time that, like, California didn't have any problems. You see different gangs, different hoods on the stage together, not throwing any problems.
They said the last time that there was this much unity was when Nipsey died, because he did so much for the community and for California as a whole.
That's what they're saying. Like, this Not Like Us song is way bigger than.
But how do you feel? Like, do you feel like that the unity shows like how together is California, or do you think since like Drake caused this, that like California, like you could almost like make fun of them for like y'all? It took y'all getting dissed by a light-skinned Canadian.
So basically,
to stop killing each other.
I mean, you gotta go. I mean, they gonna probably kill you
at the end of the day.
The day gonna end.
That's right.
Exactly. But I mean, I don't know. I mean, it can go both. It can go both ways. I mean,
and honestly, man, I know we do this on YouTube, which is like the YouTube internet, but I kind of like YouTube internet better than like just like Instagram and everything, because I feel like everybody is like so phony.
True.
That they switch up. True. Like somebody could be the coolest person and everyone's shouting them out the next day, and then like if something comes out where like everyone is like hating on them, people just bandwagon.
True.
And they're like, I saw you in the comments like a day ago or 2 days ago saying how cool this person is. Now it says cool to hate on this person. I see a comment where you're like, they trash. They always been trash. I've been saying it since day one. We're like, we literally had the comments from you 2 days ago praising this person because now it's popular. Like, this is what you want to do. I feel like that's how the whole internet is. I feel like everybody that's younger than us is basically like the 6ix9ine generation, like
flip-floppers.
You know, I'll snitch. You know, it's like snitches are allowed to be cool, and they're like, oh, but he didn't snitch on me though. There's no like morals or loyalties.
True.
So it's just kind of funny that they're gonna have all these morals and loyalties just because they got dissed by a Canadian.
I mean, it's it's just true, but I mean, that's what they got to do.
That's sad.
But think about it.
Oh, and that's what I also hate about the internet. The internet will be like so strict and be like, these are the rules that we're going by. And then, like, something will happen, and then they just pick and choose. And you're like, y'all just said these are the rules, and you're literally not going by the rules after you said them. Because, like, back in the day, if you, like, snitched or did something, like, your career was over.
But now,
and then, like, you know, him just calling Drake a pedophile is, like, with no evidence, but then Drake actually saying that your wife got smashed, and your kid isn't even your kid, it's your homeboy's kid. And that, you know, you were weak, you know, you got taken advantage of when you were younger, you got your manhood taken. Like, if that was just a few years ago, it was just like your career would be cooked. But now it's like, you can't make fun of that. He was taken advantage of. Oh, you can't make fun of that. So it's like they're like, there's like special reasons like why they can't count these points.
Yeah, they wasn't gonna let Drake win that beat.
And it's just like people would disrespect, like if Ja Rule snitched, they would just troll him to the end of the world. But then Gunna snitched, and they're like, but I like Gunna too much. I don't care. You know, and it's just like, man, y'all ain't loyal to nothing.
I mean, basically.
I mean, and it seems like I feel like everyone born in the year 2000 on would snitch immediately. Like if they did anything illegal or a little bit shady at all, the moment they're caught, they're selling out.
Okay. So you feel like that's shady, but how do you feel about the game with the game in this whole situation? How you see the whole West Coast is clicking up saying "F this one person is light skin," and you don't want over here making videos saying, Drake my brother, but
the game's team light skin.
But he's from California. But you see the game over here making videos saying, Drake's my brother, but Kendrick the homie. Like, what that mean?
It means he's gonna ride the fence.
Horrible.
He's gonna ride.
So that's not disrespectful. Like, how you got the whole West Coast gang joining them together doing something?
Eventually, you can kind of put it off for so long, but then usually things get to a boiling point where you have to pick a side, because it either gets to a point where like you almost become an enemy of both. If you kind of try to ride that fence line for too long, if it gets too serious, and you're like, you're both my friends, you're both my friends. At a certain point, you're gonna have to make a decision, or they're both gonna go off on you.
But Drake not gonna go off on him. But what about with the game situation? Like, he basically helped put on Kendrick Lamar and Nipsey Hussle. Like, before Section 80 came out, the game.
A lot of people say that Drake also helped put on Kendrick.
He had Kendrick. He had Drake.
He put him on like.
He had a tour with the game had a tour with Wiz Khalifa, Nipsey Hussle, Kendrick was on it, and Drake was on it. Basically,
I've heard many people reference that, and then they're like even saying like with Rick Ross, like, oh, you want to hate on Drake and like Future, and it's like he gave a lot of these artists their first number ones.
True, but also
it's like without him they wouldn't have a number one song.
True.
And supposedly he did look out for Kendrick back in the day, and
he put him on a song. He had the game had the whole documentary called "The Streets of Compton." We had Serena Williams talking on that, Kendrick talking on that, and everything. So and on top of that, Nipsey Hussle gave him a CD. The game did a lot for the West Coast.
I'm just ready for California to fall in the ocean.
Oh Lord, they're not gonna fall in the ocean.
I'm just kidding.
Disrespectful.
But what's funny to me is like they still like I love Tupac, so not to hate in Tupac in any way, but they like Tupac as Mr. West Coast, even though he's from New York and Baltimore.
I'm kind of upset that Blueface
and the Outlaws are from New Jersey.
I'm kind of upset that Blueface wasn't there. You think he would have been invited to the concert? Is he legendary in California?
No, because then he would have brought Krishan and Lil Charles Barkley, and they're like, we can't have the Squid Baby around here. It's gonna kill the vibe.
The Crib Baby.
No, I said the Squid Baby.
The Squid Baby trying to see Crip Walk?
Yeah, the Squid Baby Crip walks, but it's not by choice. It's just how its legs work.
You going to hell.
Allegedly.
Who fire drops?
Hey, I heard Charles Barkley said this is his last season no matter what happens on any network. So maybe he's like retiring to raise his baby.
That child support. He think he's slick.
He's ducking the child support.
Man, but comment below. We all joking. We all jokes, man. It's all jokes here, man. But comment down below.
Don't take shit so serious in the comment section.
Exactly, man. Comment down below how you feel about the whole pop out, man. Was this really the whole basically stepping on the funeral of Drake? Is this really for California, showing you the unity, showing you that basically they can stick together?
I saw footage of if it was like a concert or a festival or something. I don't know what it was on. I don't remember, but they were the fans were like chanting like "OV ho," and then like an actual Drake came on song was the next song, but then they all started singing that song word for word. That's what I'm talking about. Like the switch up is immediate.
The streets is a myth, man. Troy Ave told you that. It's a myth.
No, it's basically what happened in 22 Jump Street. Where it's like in 21 Jump Street, you still had the old rules.
Yeah.
But then they went back to college in 22 Jump Street, and he's like, you got to be tough. And the first guy that comes up to him, he just knocks him out. And they're like, why'd you pick on the weak kid? And they're like, come on, man. He's gay. And they're like, what? You hit him because he's gay?
You can't do
and
that.
he's like, no. And it's like, that's modern times, basically.
Basically.
You need to listen to Eminem. Houdini. That explains current times. Check out our Eminem Houdini reaction on Crib Reactions. It's got like over 10K views.
Ooh.
But speaking of talking about our other channels, it is time to go to the couch announcements.
Halfway through, baby. Let's get it.
It is the halftime show of Tales from the Crib, where we let you know what's going on with this channel and all of our other channels. We have this podcast channel, get us to 2K subs. We also got the Clip channel, get that channel to 2K subs. It's kind of neck and neck race.
Boom.
So if you don't have time for the full podcast, we do clip out the show and put it on TFTC Clips. But sometimes not all clips make it to TFTC Clips. So you got to make sure you're subscribed to Tales from the Crib to make sure you don't miss any topic. Because sometimes if it's a lower topic, it may not make the clip cutout. So if you want to see everything, click here to subscribe. Like, comment, subscribe. Clips channel blowing up. TFTC Gaming. Check out TFTC Gaming. Dropping more videos. I got a video that all I got to do is set up and make a thumbnail. I'll have that out later this week. My ring ceremony for 2K. My co-host just dropped what, wrestling?
Yep, I got the videos coming out tomorrow.
Stone Cold got his ass beat.
Thanks. Oh, you saw that like that, huh? Yeah.
Wait, were you Stone Cold and lost, or you don't even remember? He just likes wrestling. But let's go ahead and jump to our pride and joy, our number one moneymaker. Yeah, super thanks us on all of our channels. Tales from the Crib, TFTC Clips, and Crib Reactions are all monetized. So you can super thanks on any of those channels if you want to give extra support. Crib Reactions is blowing up. We almost got 10K subs on our reaction channel. We check out music from all over the world. We actually even have a Patreon on that channel. So if you want content that is not allowed or not available on YouTube, join us over on Patreon on Crib Reactions for exclusive content, and you can support us directly.
Help me get my dance moves up, man. I need dancing lessons.
Oh, speaking of dance moves, we were checking out the Electric Callboy, the kind of EDM German hipsters, or whatever you want to call them. That video's probably got like 5K views now because I took this picture earlier. We did Sabrina Carpenter, and nobody cared. Check that video out. It's got 51 views. We did some New Jeans, some Kepler. We checked out a couple. My co-host has got to move out of the way. But we checked out some other songs. We also checked out King Kong, and we did a Blackpink throwback that everyone loved because Lisa's dropping a new song that's got 5K views. Lisa's new song is going to be Rockstar. I think it's dropping in like tomorrow.
The real one?
Yeah, the real one is dropping tomorrow. And
stay up all night for a fake video. I should have stayed.
The video's coming out in 30 minutes.
For real?
No.
Oh God.
But they showed a preview. I saw that right before we started, and it looks like she's wearing a grill, and it kind of reminds me of XG's grill for Woke Up. It's like she's trying to copy swag. But Lisa's allowed.
Houston.
She's the coolest. But let's go ahead and jump into the second part of the show and see what else. We're talking about more violence, more bodies hitting the floor. My co-host said this was the Let the Bodies Hit the Floor episode. We're checking out rap legend Remy Ma's son, allegedly reportedly charged with first-degree murder. That's not allegedly. He was charged.
Yes.
But so his alleged crime. 23-year-old son Jason Scott reportedly arrested and charged. Investigators believe it was a murder for hire plot.
Who's snitching? Wait to see the video.
Remy Ma. That was a joke. Don't come for me, Remy. Don't come for me. What is that, Papoose?
No, it's Block Boy the block captain. You remember?
Oh no, not the school captain. Not the bus captain.
He gonna bite you with his beaver teeth.
He's too slow. But before we get into that, let's check out this video and see what they're really talking about.
Breaking news, Fox News' Lisa Evers has learned from multiple police and law enforcement sources that the son of rapper Remy Ma, 23-year-old Jason J. Scott, along with another man, have each been charged with first-degree murder, 2 counts of weapons possession, and reckless endangerment. The charges are in connection with the June 7, 2021 murder of 47-year-old Darius Gullibo in Queens. Investigators are looking into the possibility if that was a murder for hire. But an arraignment is expected later today in Queens County Courthouse. We're going to have much more on this breaking story coming up at 5 p.m.
Just like that, man. Who would have thought, man? Like they said, Darius, a.k.a. D-Block, 47 years old, didn't know June 7th would have been his last day, waking up. So it turns out that, Mr. D-Block woke up, left the house around 1 p.m., and that's when it all ended. That's when they said basically the incident happened, where they said the M for hire happened, where basically Jason and his friend basically hit Mr. Darius in the stomach and in the head, execution style, broad daylight in front of everybody, which is crazy. Because, it's like nowadays, these young people, I remember back in the day, they used to catch you at night. But now they don't even care. They hit you broad daylight. You be taking your kid to the corner store. They'll still do it. I mean, it's New York. They're saying everybody walking. I know in Texas they got street cameras everywhere you turn. So that's basically how it happened. So them doing this didn't make any sense at all. But I mean, right now Remy Ma is asking for privacy in this whole situation. But some people saying like, nah, D Block was well respected in the hood. I mean, he had a whole bunch of people that rode for him, even to the point where like he just got indicted in Operation Heatwave, where 54 people were just arrested, and he bonded out. So I mean, D Block was something serious in the hood. It looks like they was. I'm looking at a YouTube in the street, basically the jail part of YouTube, where like everybody's saying R.I.P. Everybody's saying R.I.P. D Block, how he was a get money dude. And it's looking like,
is that his son's name?
No, D Block is the dude that got shot at 47. Yeah.
Oh, man.
So basically, what they're saying is that this may be M for hire, but I'm thinking if it's an M for hire, that means that somebody is snitching, and is you basically saying that D Block was snitching, and they basically had to take him out because I mean, if you basically got a 54 member indictment, it's no. The only reason I can see it can be an M for hire is that somebody had to be snitching because you don't pop somebody that's innocent. If like all y'all holding it down, it's not going down. But if somebody's snitching or somebody's a weak link, and they're saying like he's been to jail multiple times, he has a long criminal record. Yeah, he has a long criminal record. Like he had to be snitching. I mean, to me, allegedly, like you had to be.
What, he was snitching?
I mean, why would you set it? Why would it be an M for hire? Why would you hire somebody to knock you out, knock somebody else out?
So he's getting charged for it, but is it getting charged for it because they think he did it or that he paid for it?
They're saying that he's the hitman.
Oh, okay. He's the one that got paid.
He's the one that got paid. They're saying that he's the one that got paid.
Sorry,
him and his
I had to run
friend.
to the bathroom.
But at the same time, they don't know who basically shot the fatal blow because the man got hit in the stomach and in the head. So they don't know which one he did.
I mean, either one, man.
But right now they're saying
bleeding from your gut or headshot, you're done.
Right now they're saying there's a video going around of the whole situation. That's why he's finally getting charged. It's like everybody in jail seeing the video. So you know people in jail seeing the video. The cops see the video.
I mean, it's crazy. It's like times it's almost getting like a Minority Report when there's so much cameras like almost on every street corner.
That's what doesn't make any sense. They did it at 1 p.m. in the afternoon.
Yeah, it's almost like impossible to get to dodge a crime unless you really like plan it out. And you're like, where are all the cameras? Where's this? Where's that? Like you almost got to get crazy with it to really plan to not leave any stone.
True, and they're saying, and also, I mean, this isn't his first charge. I mean, first off, he's in New York because you already know you talked about New York all the time. You're not supposed to have guns at all, so that's one thing. And this is actually his.
They're pretty strict, man. It's like you can get like 5 to 10.
He already has a gun charge in New York, so this is gonna be like his second charge. So
he's going away for real.
So, the question is, do you blame Remy Ma for this? Because I mean, it's her kid. I mean, she's supposed to have a responsibility.
If she did the correct thing and kind of told him what was going on, you know, how to carry yourself. I mean, I don't know. How long has she been big for?
Remy Ma's been big for a long. You mean lean back?
That's what I'm saying. Like
judging. Like 06, right?
That's what I'm saying. So like judging the age of her kid, like she should have had money the whole time. So it doesn't make sense that he would maybe have to turn to a life of crime if he needed money. Because I'm thinking she's been big for that long, so it couldn't have been a money thing. It might have been something that like he just runs to, almost like T.I.'s son. T.I.'s been rich like his
Hunter Biden,
his son his whole life. Hunter Biden's son's been rich his whole life, and they still got their sons committing crimes or acting a certain way or thinking that they're gangster.
I mean, the thing about Remy Ma is, I'm gonna give her this. Like, she did get arrested and did have to do 6 years in prison in the whole 2007 shooting. Where basically, like, somebody one of her friends owed. She was in the club. One of her friends owed her money, and she pulled it at the Yameen. She put out the Yameen, and she let that thing click, bang, boom.
She pulled out the heard.
Exactly. That's what she assault charge and everything. I mean, so she wasn't there basically just for 6 years of her whole kid's life. So I mean, you got that. That's real big. I mean, but at the same time,
that's true. She wasn't there.
At the same time, you made this money. Like you said, you're rich. You made this money. You should be able to take your son out of this environment, or do something. I mean, like the fact that this is his second charge, and this is like they said he's known in the streets for basically handling business. Something ain't right. Some neglect going. Neglect going on.
Yep.
The kid need a hug. He needs to see his daddy.
Propose.
Exactly. I mean,
that's not his daddy.
It's not his dad. But I mean, it's just a sad situation. I mean, it's more information coming out. I mean, they're saying that he's innocent, but I mean, they're saying there's a video going around.
It's sad. It's sad. It's sad anytime that someone that's famous has a kid that, you know, they should be well provided for, and they still end up in a life of crime, either being the perpetrator or the victim. Looks like in Remy Ma's case, he was a perpetrator, but we even see from $1 million worth of game.
Oh, Gilly, yeah.
Yeah, was it Gilly?
Gilly the kid?
Yeah, it was Gilly's son. Passed away by being in the streets. He ended up being the victim in that situation. So he lost his life. And, you know, this young man might lose his life in a jail cell. So it's unfortunate. You know, you would hope that if anyone's able to, you know, get the type of money where they should be able to leave their environment, that their child still ends up there.
But I got a question for you, Cole. So if you this rich, you know your mama got them bands, the money, you can move anywhere you want. Do you snitch?
Oh, should he snitch right now? No, I still can't condone snitching because he knows what he was doing. He didn't even have to be in this position in the first place. But knowing where he comes from, he might snitch.
In New York,
because he's rich.
Oh Lord,
he comes from wealth.
We gonna see how it goes. We gonna keep you posted because you know what they always say. I mean, everybody gangster until they talking that time. Then
Basically,
then he turned to Lil J. Speaking of, before we move on, you seen Lil J in the letter that went out? The letter from his lover?
That's your pen pal?
His pen pal?
It was you?
No, calm down.
What?
You got jokes. No, they were saying little. Okay, before we move on, Little J from Chicago, his person they say he was messing around with posted basically a screenshot of that them messaging each other back and forth. And it was a long paragraph, and it was nasty to the point where, like, they're saying that Little J is a professional mudslider. And
they've been saying that for 10 years.
And on top of that, then after that, this girl popped up.
They said that's why he was best friends with Billionaire Black.
That's nasty. Horrible. But comment down below about this Remy Ma situation. It's time to move on to some more drama. I'm tired of, violence, but this is kind of violence.
Cardi B responds to women she's beefing with using Offset cheating on her against her. Your husband, shut up. I make more money than all these people. People you effing.
Mm-hmm. So basically, what we gonna do? We gonna play the video.
The girls are fighting and Offset's cheating is being thrown in the middle. Offset, you dirty dog. Put the D down.
Exactly, man. We're going to show you the video of Cardi B talking. Then also, while we playing the video, make sure y'all look and watch the conversation that's going down with, Offset and his side B's. The hoes.
Your personal life gotta be perfect, or then the odd bitches is gonna use that against you. Oh, your husband, shut up. I make more money than all the niggas you fucking.
Tell it, Cardi.
Can manipulate my fucking brain. But little do you fucking know, I'm very understanding on live, because if you don't if you think that you're gonna gaslight me with your bullshit, that's when I'm gonna go public so you could understand me a little bit better. It's bad enough you don't hold your own accountable, but what you're not going to do is try to act like I need.
Ooh, so let me tell you basically what's going on, man. It's about five girls in this story in Offset. So basically what's going on is you got
Offset was hanging out with Krishan Rock.
They said Offset messed with Krishan.
He's trying to catch him all.
Fast like Pokemon.
Daddy-man.
Exactly. But I mean, so basically what's going on, we're gonna tell you these girls, man. We got Blue, who's basically the girl that's basically playing double agent. She Cardi B friend and she Offset friend. You got Pre, who is the side chick who basically mess with everybody in Atlanta who got money, everybody's husband. Then you got Kayla, who's, my co-host's favorite, King Von's sister, who's basically, the person that's laying the wham bam on people. You got Morgan and Cardi B. What?
She's the hitter.
She basically is the hitter. So basically what's going on is basically some girl drama. It's random. It starts random. It looks like...
Isn't that Jade? Isn't that 6ix9ine's baby mama too?
Yeah.
She's involved in this?
No, not in this situation, but he's one of the girls that
he cheated with allegedly.
Yeah, he get everybody. So
he's been wearing out his hit stick, man. God damn.
So basically, what's going on is, man, it looks like Pre, who was the side chick of Offset, came out of nowhere on Twitter and said, "Blue, you's a op and a friend. How you hating on us and you are a friend? Because allegedly, what's going on is that Pre was pregnant. She was pregnant by Offset. Offset paid her some money to get an abort. And Blue was there. She also got some.
Send that baby on an early vacation.
Basically, Bree was there, got some money for it. And it looks like somebody out here snitching and telling Cardi B. And they want to get to the bottom of it. So like I was saying, Pre went online, called out Blue, saying that she a op. Blue came out, threw a slug at Kayla, saying Kayla rich broke. She don't got insurance on her cars. Every time she crashed out a car, she calling up some Africans to pay out some money. And then also she's saying that Pre out here effing everybody's husband in Atlanta. She dropped a video of basically Pre messing with Quavo, who's also a member of the Migos. Dirty work.
Man, it looks like apparently I'm gonna bring us back on screen here, but the Migos think sharing is caring.
Basically.
But I can't believe, man. I don't want to believe Offset was hanging out with Sweetie.
Oh yeah, they had that situation too. Remember, the whole Sweetie situation.
I'd fight Offset.
Hey, this is what's to go on.
I could win that 1-on-1.
That's what wants to go down this whole Bree and Blue situation.
I remember when Joe Budden threw the mic at him and he did nothing but roll up his sleeves, his bedazzled sleeves.
Horrible. So the question is, if somebody drop your address, a photo of your house, is that grounds for them to catch their hands?
That's grounds for a green light.
That's
what that's for.
Basically, and it looks like here Pre-dropped the basically the whole location of Blue's house. So basically, Blue was basically the friend that's a friend of everybody that's playing both sides.
You're talking about Blueface.
No, not this time. Because you want to think about Sweetie. That's your problem. So it goes on and on and on. So basically, Blue came out and said, "Oh, I'm not snitching. The whole only reason this is all going on is that you feel like I'm telling Cardi B that you had an abort, but for Offset's baby, and also, I'm also told Cardi B that Offset paid me 15 bands to shut up and not tell anybody, and you mad that Offset didn't give you that much money to get the abort, and
what's that girl on the bottom middle?
I don't know. Was that Carla Red?
That's Cuban Doll.
Oh yeah, Cuban.
Cuban. Shout out Cuban Doll. She still follows me on Twitter.
Until today.
She follows the real.
Until today is horrible. So basically, that's the whole situation. Offset's upset that the NDA he made Blue sign isn't being held to grounds. He paid her 15 bands and the NDA to shut up. But it looks like here
for the abort.
No, he paid her 15 bands. No, Blue was the friend.
Yeah.
We don't know how much he gave Pre to get the abort, but allegedly Blue is saying that it's not that much. He gave you chump change. He gave me 15 bands. He gave you chump change. So it's probably like $25K. He gave her $25K to get an abortion. Is that enough? Would you pay that much for one of your side chicks to get a?
I wouldn't be swimming in the oceans without a life jacket. That's what I wouldn't be doing.
So you basically saying if you cheat, you're gonna cheat respectfully.
Yeah.
I know he's a cheater. I got him.
No, I'm just kidding. If you, you only jump in the ocean with no life jacket if that's your woman.
True, but it's like you told me earlier. Like when you making these millions and millions of dollars, like why is you cheating? Like you see these women out here, they waiting for you to cheat so they can get half your money. You see,
that's what I'm saying. If you have all that money and you want to just be like different girl every night, then like why get married? Just be the different girl every night. But these dudes be wanting families, but still want a different girl every night.
True.
They want the bachelor and the family life.
But at the same time, you see how many girls this is. So is it basically safe to say that this is an open relationship? Because he cheated on Cardi B like 9 times.
Is Cardi B doing open stuff?
You remember what Bia said? Bia said it's S-Tip going around with Cardi B messing with somebody while she was married.
Who's she messing with?
I
know who it was.
Quavo?
Orlando Brown.
Ain't nobody. Ain't nobody giving that man nothing.
He's like, hey, Cardi, I heard you got that ushkash gooshwash.
Listen, man, Orlando Brown doing it so bad that Raven Simone is now on the opposite side of the team. You see, she part of the Rainbow Club now, and she a stud. She cut the hair off, so that means it was bad.
Don't you have a lot of stud friends?
I had that one girl that turned to, but she kept her hair. I had one ex-girlfriend. After we broke up, after we broke up, she told me that
she switched sides.
She switched sides, and on top of that, it was horrible. But we still cool to this day, man. Shout out. Thank you for watching. Horrible. But back to what we were saying. So with this whole situation, Offset basically got out of this whole. This happened last year. The way Offset got out of this is that he called the other girl up, Morgan. This is where Morgan comes in. He calls up Morgan. Morgan's also playing both sides. She's in the group chat. Had Morgan call Blue while Cardi B's on three-way. They had an hour and a half conversation where she basically talked about, no, Offset didn't pay me 15 bands and I never signed the NDA. I don't know where this rumor is going around with. So, I mean, it looks like Offset got it on lock.
Is Blue bad enough to get all this attention?
I mean, even Pre?
Yeah. Which one is she?
I think Pre is the one at the top with the
top left.
Top left in the boat.
Yeah. She kind of looks like Portia. Yeah, she kind of. They gonna get you in for that. I ain't finna agree with that one. I'm not finna. Just from this one picture, I don't know what she actually looks like. If you're asking me off of one picture, freaking haters. God damn. And just people are like, how do you not know everything about everything? It's because I don't care about everything.
We all don't look alike. That's what they're gonna be saying. Disrespectful. But I mean, hey man, listen like here. If you don't basically follow the NDA that basically Offset sets up, he finna send Kayla B at you.
Offset upset.
He gonna be sending Kayla B at you to come basically put them hands on you. Is Kayla B really known for them hands?
She be beating girls up. Yeah.
She that serious?
I've seen videos, like multiple videos of her beating girls up.
Hey, comment down below. Let me know about Kayla B. Is she?
Kayla B's so tough, she hangs out with the GDs and the BDs and is fine on either side.
Damn, that's tough. You're right. But speaking of tough, man, it's time to move on, man. Time to be Mythbusters. Time to speak facts.
Time to spread. Hold on, let me get this here. Time to spread fake news. I got my co-host getting clickbaited into reading this story.
It's the truth.
But a submissive MJR exposed, allegedly. And so the end of those 5 games are saying Jordan steals in the box score. But watching the game that he saw 8 steals in those 5 games, he had 15 fewer than the box score said he had. So it says it wasn't even 50-50 calls where he was getting benefit of the doubt every time. It was just straight up imaginary ones sometimes. So I don't know. It looks like somebody that has too much time on their hand trying to deride LeBron. But it doesn't matter what you do. Jordan is still 6-0 in the finals, and LeBron has a losing record in the finals. He's lost way more than he's won.
That got swept back.
He got outplayed by J.J. Barea and Jason Terry and Deshaun Stevenson in the NBA Finals.
Yeah,
Jason Kidd was even better.
That got swept back to back by. They got swept back to back. What are you talking about?
Once the Bulls got their real team together, they won 6 and 8 years. Michael took off 2 years. He came back like 5 games before the playoffs and then was rusty.
So he quit.
And still almost went to the finals. So basically, that first year back.
He basically played. He was getting whooped.
No, what happened was he retired. And he was like, you know what? I'm getting bored of playing baseball. I'm getting bored of playing golf.
Because he was trash at baseball too.
You take that back. So he was like, you know what? They filmed Space Jam, and he had a bunch of the guys show up, like Patrick Ewing and Sean Kemp and Charles Barkley and
Spud.
Some of the greats.
Was it Spud Webb?
Carl Malone. I don't know if Spud Webb was there.
Muggsy?
Muggsy Bogues was maybe.
You know what's funny? Now it makes sense why he put Muggsy in it instead of Isaiah Thomas.
Because he was better. Shout out the real Muggsy. He wasn't. Isaiah wasn't even as good as Spud Webb.
Disrespect.
But it looks like the LeBron fans are grasping at straws.
What?
And apparently this guy was born in Cleveland, Ohio. So, he's all in LeBron.
We got a video right here, man. Play the video. He gonna speak the facts. We gonna come in, let you know some other fudging of the books is going on, and let you know if it's still going on currently.
We better watch what you say, or we're gonna show you the fudging.
Pause.
And so at the end of those 5 games, Vinny, there were 23 steals in the box score in those 5 games for Michael Jordan. And by watching the game independently, the scorekeeper and I, we saw 8. 8 steals for Michael Jordan in those 5 games, 1.6 per game, and that is 15 fewer than the box score said he had.
MJ getting his legacy altered 30 years later is nuts. Nothing is getting altered. Nothing is changing. Even if you got a couple, favorable decisions there about, steals or, blocks, he's still that guy, man. At the end of the day, LeBron never had that true lockdown D like Michael Jordan. And of course, you can find people scoring on anyone. Even the best defenders got scored on or dunked on every once in a while. But as far as I remember, Michael Jordan never got dunked on by Nick Young.
You said by Nick Young?
Yeah, Nick Young dunked on LeBron.
But you get crossed by Allen Iverson.
The icon?
I guess so. Whatever. Oh, nice. He got locked down by Gary Payton when Gary Payton was on one leg.
Gary Payton was good.
He was on one leg.
He didn't get locked down, though.
They lost. That's when they started winning.
He still scored over 30 points.
They still lost.
What do you mean they won the finals?
But they still lost
beat
that
the
game.
Supersonics.
They lost that game. They didn't lose that game.
They told Sean Kemp and Gary Payton go home.
Oh Lord! But
they said we turned the rain off on the Rain Man.
Now that I'm back, I mean, I got.
They said if the glove don't fit, you must have quit.
Horrible.
These finals.
Now that I'm back, man, I'm gonna hit y'all with the facts because my co-host, he be glazing Jordan so hard. He ain't gonna tell you the truth, man. They've been padding the stats.
You should know. You're from the '80s. You saw most of his legacy.
They've been padding the stats. They saying basically all of the home game. Well, a lot of the home games is all that happens. It doesn't happen in the away games. I mean, think about it. I mean, they was counting everything. Anytime that basically, let's say Dennis Rodman pass gets thrown, Dennis Rodman tips the ball and it lands in Jordan's hand. Some people steal the Dennis Rodman, but nah. They don't give it to Jordan. But let's say if it was the other way around, if it was Steve Kerr, Steve Kerr catches the ball after Jordan tips it, they ain't giving that still to Steve Kerr. They giving it to Jordan. That's cheating.
Of course.
Exactly. They doing that.
It's called Black Jesus rules.
Exactly. They're saying it's games where they're saying, the game had 10 turnovers total. Michael Jordan had 10 steals, which basically means there were no turnovers. It was basically a perfect game. Besides the fact that Jordan's still in the ball, nobody stepped out of bounds. There were no other turnovers. Even every center played perfect basketball. No traveling, no nothing. Which basically iffy. And they looked it up and they found out that Jordan didn't have that many. He didn't have 10 steals. He had like 3, 4.
He had 6.
That was that.
They were saying that the NBA even put out the video and they're like Jordan's record-breaking 10-steal game, and they show the highlights and they mix in dunks and jump shots. But if you actually look at it, it was only 6 steals.
Because they
probably got the old footage of the game and could only find it. But that's probably because the footage was lost.
I mean, true, they got that. But I mean, Michael Jordan isn't the only person that was basically messing up their stats. They're saying this is happening. This basically happened all through the whole Adam Silver era. Basically, where he was basically trying to make basketball look like it's the biggest thing possible. So I mean, I kind of understand. He's trying to grow the sports. Cause I mean, they're saying the same thing. That anything basically, and they talked about anything basically that can be perception. And it's like you can't like a point is a point. You can't. It's hard to really do points unless sometimes people shoot a 3 and they say, oh no, it was a 2, but it was really a 3. And then instead of showing the replay, the other team just hurry up and score. So you just never show the replay, never see it. You have those situations. But when it comes to steals, assists, rebounds, you can fudge the books. Because I mean, what are you really counting?
It just depends on what the scorekeeper looks at. Because if you tip the ball, do you get the rebound or the guy that actually catches the tip? They could look at it one way or the other.
The Dennis Rodman thing was crazy when they told me that how Dennis Rodman tips the ball 3 times.
Supposedly Dennis Rodman used to average 18 rebounds a game. that he allegedly used to tip the ball to himself like 3 times before he'd catch it, so he would get like 3-4 rebounds off of one possession. I mean, that's kind of messed up. But if you look at his stats, no matter where he was, in Detroit or San Antonio or for the Bulls, he was still getting like 12 to 18. So, I mean, he's still a great rebounder, still probably the greatest rebounder that ever lived, especially for his size.
True. They talk about blocks, how it was times where Jordan got a block and he also fouled at the same time, where they're not supposed to count the block. They still count it and they give Jordan the foul. So I mean, it's crazy.
Oh yeah, like there's one of those things where like, oh, he blocked the ball, but then he fouled him with the body, so it's supposed to not count it. But they're saying, oh, the block happened before the foul, so it does count.
Exactly. I mean, and they're blaming.
It's that home cooking stuff.
It's that home cooking stuff. I mean, they're blaming Bob Rosenberg. I mean, he's the person. He's been working with the Bulls for like almost 2-3 decades. I mean, he's like one of the oldest scorekeepers that's out there. I mean, they're saying that. I mean, he's been doing this for years.
This all funded by LeBron?
You think this whole thing was funded by
campaign?
I mean, I understand. I mean,
it was probably co-funded by LeBron and Isaiah Thomas.
But think about it.
He's still salty about the Olympics.
Let's see. I mean, but think about it. It's still. I mean, think about it. Does this mean anything?
No.
If you take away this one award for Jordan, is he number 2? Is Kobe better than him now?
No.
Kobe still not better?
Kobe only won 5. And 3 of his MVPs, finals MVPs, went to Shaq. Jordan won 6 championship, 6 finals MVP. He never was carried like Jason Tatum or Kobe. Because when you're the best player on the best team, you win MVP.
Oh, Lord.
There was never even a close time where Scottie Pippen almost got MVP over Jordan. Scottie Pippen contributed all the time. He's an amazing player.
Mm-hmm.
He's great, one of the first point forwards ever, or ones that changed the game. And but it was never close. That's like what people say, like, oh, you say Jason Tatum's so good in that, but when you're the best player on your team, it's supposed to not be close. Like, Luka is clearly the best player on this team. Even though Kyrie's a generational player that may have, the best dribble package that ever existed, without a doubt, Luka's the best player on
But at the same time, you could say Scottie was up there with Jordan.
No, that's the thing, though. He wasn't.
Because think about it.
It wasn't close, though. Like,
without each other, they wasn't winning at all. When Jordan had...
Well, no, they were a great team, but it wasn't close. He needed him as a teammate because he needed to have a good team. But as far as looking at them and what they produced, it wasn't close. Jordan was scoring like 35 points a game while Scottie was scoring 18.
When they were both... When the other
when they
one
were
wasn't
both
there?
good.
No, I'm talking about... So when Jordan was on the Bulls before Pippen, and then when Jordan left and retired and when it was just only Pippen, who had the better season? Who's the real? That's how you can tell who's the real better. Or because they were saying Jordan was cheating. Jordan cheated on defense. He used to he didn't really play all up on you. He really played he really roamed around and
He was like a free safety.
A free safety, and he threw the ball. And they said he always gambled.
I mean, especially if he felt like there was a guy that maybe like Scottie had the tougher matchup. Maybe the other team's best player was a little bigger than he was, so he would let Scottie take that matchup. And then maybe he didn't think that much of his guy he was guarding, so he might roam. Because, Michael would guard the 1 or 2.
Uh-huh. Jordan plays that Luka. That Luka defense.
I mean, but when you do everything on offense, you got to rest somewhere. Jordan was just good enough where he didn't need that. That's what makes Jordan like an all-time great. Is that he was able to do it on both ends.
Kobe did it on both ends.
Kobe was up there.
See, exactly.
But at the end
LeBron
of the day,
did it on both ends.
On the end of the day, though, he wasn't the best player on 3 out of his 5 finals. That was definitely Shaq.
I guess so.
So that's what I'm saying. There's levels to this. Even though Kobe got 5 and Tim Duncan got 5. Tim Duncan is probably. It's crazy that people disrespect Tim Duncan, and I hate Tim Duncan. So don't get like I'm glazing Tim Duncan because I hate him. I used to love when Amari Stoudemire would dunk in his face, but he has a career that's arguably better than Kobe's.
You think so?
Yeah.
How many MVPs? I think 2, 3.
He got what? So he got the same amount of rings. They both got 5. But Tim Duncan, what? How many Finals MVPs? He won the first one. I want to say Tony Parker won one.
Mm-hmm.
So he might got.
Did Manu win one?
I don't remember.
I know
I'm a little foggy on that because I never loved the Spurs like that.
I think Kawhi won the other one.
Kawhi won one and Tony won one.
I remember that Kawhi.
So yeah, I think that's right. So I'm pretty sure he won like 3 out of his 5, which is a little better. Instead of winning 2 out of 5, you won 3 out of 5.
I guess
that wasn't cheating against LeBron.
It was like 1,200 degrees in the.
If you can't stand the heat, get out of the kitchen.
All right, well, it's worse than them saying, "Oh yeah, every time the visitor team comes to a new locker room, the other visiting teams, the home team's locker room,
but
imaginally the AC don't work, the water don't work,
exactly,
the vending machines don't work."
Why are you at the vending machines? But nothing's changed here. Jordan's still the GOAT. LeBron, still top 5. But at the end of the day, we already know this debate is settled because even though LeBron broke a longevity record such as a scoring title, scoring over 40,000 points, whenever he broke that record, you know what both of his sons, Bryce and Bronny, were wearing?
Oh my God!
They were wearing Jordans. If this man is so great, why wouldn't his own children wear his shoes on the night he's breaking a record? But they're like, we still have to remind Dad, because kids are tell you the ugly truth. Oh, they say kids say the darndest things, and the kids did say the darndest things. Bryce and Bronny said, "Dad, you think you're good, but it's still Team Jordan over here." When your own sons that you spawned, that you put into existence, say that this man is more iconic and this is a more iconic silhouette, I mean, what can you say?
The same thing Ryan Garcia said when he saw the Michael Jordan shoes on the shoe video. The hell did Michael Jordan do for the hood?
Teach him how to read.
Nothing. What? He taught you how to fly.
Comment down below if you were a child in the 90s in the school library. There's Michael Jordan posters everywhere with him with books. So he cared more about the children and molding young minds than he cared about the BS politics that adults create and deal with, that half of it's fabricated and not even real. It's all narratives that they push and agendas they push. So Michael Jordan said, screw the agendas, screw the narratives. I'm going to teach these kids how to read so they can decipher the information themselves and be the best adults that they can be. He's right up there with Brett Favre getting money for women's sports.
All right, moving on to more basketball news. Looks like early trade right before the NBA draft this week.
We gonna get any more spices for the NBA draft?
I think
any predictions? KD's on the trade block, possibly.
KD's on the trade block. Trae Young's on the trade block. Murray's on the trade block.
Trae Young rumored to maybe go to San Antonio.
OG's on the trade block.
I don't think OG.
They say he's not resigning, not extending his contract.
What, he isn't, or the team isn't?
One of the two. They're not on the same page with his contract.
Comment down below if you're a diehard Knicks fan and on a Kia Sin on the OG news.
I'm hearing a lot of rumors about Paul George and Clay.
But if OG doesn't return, it doesn't matter. They got his replacement. They
got Devin Mitchell.
They got Mikal Bridges as his replacement. The Nova Knicks are here. The Villanova Knicks are here. And we got the Villanova, that won a championship together in college with Jalen Brunson, DiVincenzo, Josh Hart, and Mikal Bridges making their own college super team. They got the old band back together, as they would say.
And you already know with this whole signing going on,
the odd man out,
Julius Randle.
And you know what? Who else is on the chopping block that I heard for Knicks news?
Who?
Mitchell Robinson. They said he's injury prone, and Harkenstein? Is his first name Isaiah? Is it Isaiah Harkenstein?
I think it's Harkenstein.
But Harkenstein, I know for sure that they plan on making him the full-time starter. That he had such a solid year.
Oh, yeah, he was balling.
He was really good for the Clippers before that as a bench player, but he might have finally earned his way to constantly playing starter minutes, and I think he deserves it. He's definitely a solid center. So I think they're going to do well. And if they could trade Mitchell Robinson and Julius Randle
for what?
For picks, players, assets, anything, man, they're going to be in that, because this is a young team. And they get them all under contract. They make a couple moves here or there. They're going to be right in the mix.
Get you a nice floor that can stretch the floor. That'll be good.
Y'all need to sign Iman Shumpert out of retirement so you can pay Tiana.
Hard. You trying any way you can to help that man.
Knicks tape, baby. Bring back the old Knicks tape. Bring in Shumpert and J.R. Smith off the bench. Let's do it.
I heard J.R. Smith may be a rumored coach for the Lakers, assistant coach.
Oh, with J.J. Redick?
Yeah.
I'd pay to be in that locker room.
Exactly. Future Laker fan. And also,
J.R. Smith fan.
Horrible. But, I mean, with this is just sad. I mean, Julius Randle has his whole shoulder injury. He's coming off his shoulder injury. He just did an interview with Carmelo saying, like, New York loves me. Don't nobody hate me. My shoulder's feeling a lot better. I'm ahead of plan. And then, boom, they get Mikal Bridges, which you already know he wasn't a part of this. Because you already know everybody in Villanova knew this was going on. Randall was probably the last to find out.
What I thought was funny is they were showing the old Taylor Rooks Jalen Brunson interview where Mikal Bridges was asking him about Damian Lillard because he has a giant dome.
Oh Lord,
Jalen Brunson does, and he was like, "Oh, I don't even gotta trash talk him back. He's still on the Nets," and it's like, but you hear his words. He's still on the Nets. Like he's not gonna be there for long.
Oh.
And then he probably told him, like, hey, off season, go get the bro.
So you basically saying that they need to get tampering.
Someone actually commented that. And then I don't remember if it was Brunson or Vincenzo or Hart replied on Twitter. They're like, let us celebrate, bro. Just let us celebrate, bro.
I mean, it's funny. There's a lot of tampering that goes on in the NBA. They saying the whole J.J. Redick.
The J.J. Redick thing was tampering?
You think so?
Facts. 100% facts.
It's like, nah, he did the whole podcast. They didn't talk about the job at all. Like, really?
Lies and deceptions. Lies and deceptions.
Well, how you feel about J.J. Redick saying, when I was like, how you feel about the pressure and everything? He's like, how do you feel about...
I think it's funny that J.J. Redick's coaching experience goes from a 4th grade elementary school boys team to the Lakers just because he's friends with LeBron. But he's also got to understand that LeBron is a coach killer. So LeBron will get a coach, and if he doesn't like the coach, they're gone within 1 to 2 seasons.
But they say player coaches are like the new wave. Like he wanted Lou.
Tyronn Lue.
He wanted Tyronn
from the Clippers.
Yeah,
he's not jumping ship.
No, he wanted him. LeBron wanted him, but he didn't get there. They said a lot of players, coaches are. I mean, they said Sam Cassell is also a next person that should be a coach. So, I mean, they send the players.
I know the Lakers like Jason Kidd a lot. That they were rumored.
You see how good Jason Kidd did?
I heard that they were rumored because he won a championship with them. He was an assistant coach on the bubble
Lakers,
team.
Yeah.
And before he renewed with Dallas when they went to the finals, there was rumors that the Lakers were trying to get him a deal if he didn't get a deal with Dallas, an extension, because it was extension time for him. So they were trying to even pry Jason Kidd away from Dallas.
Ooh.
But they ended up locking him down. So he's going to be in Dallas for the next few years. But comment down below, what do you think about the NBA updates? The Villanova Knicks, are they going to take over? I think I think they should keep OG, let OG play the 4, let Mikal play the 3, bring Josh Hart off the bench, then start Brunson and DiVincenzo and then Hartenstein at the center. And then you can trade Randall and Mitchell Robinson and get a couple bench players so you could have a really good team. But you already got some good bench players. Marcus McBride really stepped up in the playoffs, and I think he should be like a solid backup and get minutes. Like you get him.
Try to get John Collins from Utah. Oh, what if they send him to Utah? Send Randall to Utah.
They should send him. Because I mean they already got it. Will have a good start to a bench. They can have him and the Josh Hart will be coming off the bench.
Okay, let's talk about. Okay, so what do you do with Julius Randle? Are you giving? He's been on the Knicks for a long time, and you're the organization. You're the owner. Are you sending him off with a middle finger, or are you gonna at least make this the best thing possible for him? Because he's been down.
No, I'm not helping him at all. What? I'm not helping Julius Randle at all. He's constantly let me down. I had to carry him in my player. Check it out on TFTC Gaming. Yeah, but he does in real life too to Jalen Brunson. It's like the same thing. It's like I feel your
shoulder
pain.
problem.
I feel your pain, Jalen, trying to carry this bum. So I would trade him to the highest bidder, no matter who it was. I don't care what city.
Toronto.
If we could get a couple players.
You sending him to Toronto and to Utah?
I don't know if they have anyone that would mesh with the Knicks, but if they had a player that
on what team? On Toronto, Utah can get
I don't know, for Julius Randle and Mitchell Robinson, I think they would do 2 separate deals. I don't think they would do them together. Apparently, Lauri Markkanen is wanting to be traded from what? He's on Utah.
I thought he wanted to go to L.A.
There's been a few teams he's been linked to, but man, if you could trade like Julius Randle in a draft pick and get Lauri Markkanen to come off the bench,
didn't he play for Detroit?
or possibly be the
He
center.
played for somebody else. He got was he a Bull?
Yes,
I know. Yeah, he was up there somewhere. Yeah,
he
Bulls.
was with the Bulls, and then he got traded to Utah.
He wasn't that good with the Bulls.
No, he was good on both teams. He was averaging like 18 points a game.
When now?
So I'm saying, if you think he's good enough at defense, or if you have enough offense in the starting lineup, then you can start Harkenstein because he's a defender, and you can bring Lauri in off the bench as a space shooting five. So they're definitely going to have some options, especially if they could trade both of them.
I like Mikal Bridges better than
and get both of them.
So is New York now going to be the number one team in the East? What do you rank them now?
I think they could be if they keep OG and they trade Julius Randle and Mitchell Robinson for some decent players. They could have a great starting lineup and a great bench. They could be like 8 deep of like players that are all above 80 on 2K.
So then it would be, is it Boston, New York, Philly, Milwaukee, Miami?
Probably.
Indiana?
Yep.
Like that?
That's pretty good. Yep.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Comment down below how
Depends
you feel
on if Milwaukee makes any moves. There's rumors that they want to get rid of Brook Lopez and maybe see if they could get an upgrade at center.
To what? There's nobody
because Brook Lopez is old and slow, and he's only getting older, and his defense is kind of trash in the pick and roll, and his 3-pointers ain't been hitting like he's been normally been. So they're thinking about trading Brook Lopez for a different center, but you got to think
Steven Venture? Is it
what?
The center I seen he was on the chopping block too.
But I think they need a center that can space the floor, because if you're gonna play with Giannis, he doesn't shoot.
I think Nurkic was on the chopping block.
What from block. Phoenix? KD's on the trade block, but apparently Houston wants to get him. Since they got all those draft picks in the recent deal.
We gonna see.
We're gonna have an NBA update next week as well, because we're gonna have the NBA draft, and there's always draft trades. So stay tuned to Tales from the Crib and TFTC.
Bronny going top 10.
Bronny will be interesting if any teams try to pick him in the first round to maybe get Bron to jump ship and join their team. LeBron said he's not interested, but who knows? It could be a whole game. So that way Bronny goes to the real team he should go to instead of teams just trying to get Bronny to get Bron. But Dallas will hopefully get him. They might get a couple players, so we'll wait and see. Hopefully Dallas can trade Tim Hardaway Jr. and get another good small forward.
Oh yeah, I forgot about Tim. They got him on the chopping block because his dad. His dad's always replying to people on like Instagram.
Well, Tim is really good, but Tim is just so ass on defense. When you already got Luka out there, who's like puts all his energy in offense, and then Kyrie, even though Kyrie's decent at defense, he's so small that even though he tries hard and gives good effort, sometimes it's not enough because of his height. Mm-hmm. So it's like hard to have them all on the court at the same time. Because if Tim Hardaway Jr. isn't hitting his threes, there's no reason for him to be on the court. He's not going to get steals. He's not going to assist. He doesn't have like a great dribble to break down the defense and cause an action to happen. So yeah, he's definitely out of there.
Okay. I see that. But moving on, man. It's time to go to boxing. You already know, man. It's going down. They finally did it, man. They finally handed it down. The suspension. My dog Ryan Garcia is suspended for a year, but he's saying he's gonna retire for that whole time. And I mean, you can thank the Haneys. The Haneys did it. They cried their way for this to happen. We got a video right here.
Crying Haneys.
We got Bill Haney right here crying, basically saying that he's basically putting pressure on New York to get a decision because it's been 2 months. They haven't had a decision.
But they made a decision.
I mean, this is what he did this video, then they made a decision.
Oh, okay.
And then you got.
It's crazy because Ryan Garcia, even though he's getting like suspended, he was gonna take time off anyways.
Yeah.
So it's like he really didn't care.
That's what I was saying. I mean, a lot of these boxers, like they take time, like this time off. A lot of them take like him, Canelo. A lot of boxers like they got to take time apart. Javante was gone for like 15 months, even though he was in jail. I mean, a lot of these fights. I mean, not that many fighters take.
They take like a year and a half off all the time.
Exactly. I mean, the best fighters doing 2 fights a year, 1 fight a year.
One
big fight a year.
like 0.75 fights a year the way they spaced it out.
Exactly.
But we got a video clip. Let's see what
Haney has to say.
Daddy Haney.
Then we got basically Steven Jackson saying that this generation is just some cheaters, and then we got Devin, showing you his two-step.
This don't surprise me that Ryan Garcia is talking about that he's retired and he's not going to stand up for his fate in 48 hours. Everybody's been protecting him. We know these couple channels, Ego and Showbiz. You seem to celebrate guys on drugs in the ring, but you're running out of time. In 48 hours, your boy, Ryan Garcia, will be suspended. And you networks, promoters, and everybody that's been trying to protect him, you're gonna go down with the shit. Mark my words.
I'm not surprised, because that's what this world is. Y'all sad. A motherfucker can cheat and take steroids to win, and y'all still support him. That's sad. But that goes to show why a lot of y'all sit on Instagram and ain't accomplished nothing in life. Ain't won, ain't did nothing. Because y'all support cheating. If you gotta cheat to win in anything, you're not that. You're not really good. And you don't belong doing that if you gotta cheat. It's just that simple. Real winners never respect cheaters. I never cheated a day in my life in any sport, and never will. And been a champion on every level. If you gotta cheat, you don't belong in the sport. I can't believe they just banned him for a year. They should have banned him for life. Ain't got enough confidence in yourself, so you gotta cheat. Sad.
That's how you dance, fellas.
You're a hater.
Yep. Same hop.
Man, so like I said before, Ryan Garcia is suspended for a year. New York State commissions have ruled Ryan Garcia PED case. They have ruled the fight a no contest and fined him $1.1 million. Allegedly saying he made over $30 million his fight. So he lost money for the weigh-in because he was like three pounds overweight. Basically the title was a non-title fight. He got suspended for a year and lost $1 million. So I mean
that's not really that
but
bad.
At the same time, he knocked out Devin Haney.
If he made $30 million plus and got fined $1 million and only had to pay like a couple million,
$2 million,
on the way in
at the most, $5.
Yeah, he's losing like $3 to $5 million. So you're still up, 25, 28 million.
And you knocked out Devin Haney instead.
And you got the viral moment of knocking him out that people don't forget, because the internet, they don't forget nothing.
And then the crazy part about this whole thing is that Devin Haney, they didn't want to no contest Devin and the Haneys. They wanted him to be basically marked as just a DQ so Haney can get the victory and Ryan can take
they wanted him to be 32-0?
They wanted him to be 32-0.
You can't get whooped like that and then them counted as a win.
Exactly.
He's lucky that they counted as a no contest. It'd be funny if they would have counted it as a draw, because then you get this, like, I hate those fighters where they're like, this fighter is 31-5-2, and you're like, what?
Yeah, I hate that. And then also, what's crazy about this? He hates that, and also he wants to sue Ryan Garcia, saying that he messed up his brand, because ever since his fight, Haney's saying that
he didn't mess up his brand, he messed up his face.
With that, but he basically exposed him, showing that Devin Haney's basically not as good as he's supposed to. They're saying that Haney's not getting that many. He's not getting that many big offers. His next offer that he got was for like $1.2 million, and that ain't nothing. Haney's saying he's used to like 10-figure fights, and you getting this basically slap in the face. But with this whole situation, it's just crazy. I feel like the boxing is just crazy. They want to say that they want Ryan to be basically suspended basically banned forever. But like I said, Canelo had this problem. Muhammad Ali got suspended.
I think Steven Jackson.
So you want Muhammad Ali banned for life?
I think Steven Jackson's definitely coping.
He
wanted to support his boy Haney. His boy Haney got rocked. He got knocked the F out. And yes, under normal conditions, if someone's cheating, then everyone that's real fans of the sport will say that there's an asterisk, or they ain't who they proclaim to be.
But if it's
that's like in the NFL, when people bring up Tom Brady, There's always a but with the cheating. The people always bring up the, Deflate Gate or Radio Gate or this gate or that gate. They had like 5 different things that happened, throughout his career of them cheating. And since they were hanging out and best friends with Roger Goodell, they always got a slap on the wrist. And they literally changed rules for Tom Brady.
It's more like the baseball. Like, baseball with the whole steroid situation, like they won't let Barry Bonds in, but at the same time you let A-Rod in. Like you hit, because A-Rod took the cream.
Yeah, there's one thing, like if you're sick and you take antibiotics, or you're you're training and you're doing like protein or what's the scoops that they take? Is that
protein?
Yeah, protein scoops.
Supplements,
and you don't know that it has some stuff that might give you a positive test.
That's what happened with Ryan.
That's allegedly what happened. That's not a ban for life offense.
Exactly.
He's acting like that he got caught with like pure steroids in his bloodstream.
Exactly.
This is like trace amounts of stuff. It's not like full on.
And that's what they're saying. A lot of boxing people were saying like, "Oh, this is what people don't understand. You new generation people. PED is PED no matter what you do, no matter how much it is, even if it's 0.001 or 1.10. No matter what it is, every inch, everything matters, because like basically you came in overweight, you came in 3 pounds overweight, now you on PED, so your reactions is still quick and all this other, your hits are still quick. That's what they're trying to say. But I mean, it's weird. Like, it's weird how you say that, but at the same time, you can Muhammad Ali and all these other people tested positive in some way. Other boxers tested positive in some way, so they ain't get banned for life.
As far as I remember, there's been all kinds of boxers that have been caught up in this, where they get suspended for 6 months or a year, and it's because of a supplement or a protein or a pre-workout that they're taking that has some traces of amounts of something that's actually banned.
Exactly.
And they thought sometimes even when you look at the labels, they don't actually list everything. So you read the label and think something's clean, and then you get trace amounts, and then you get this suspension, and people trying to put a label on you. So that's nothing new with boxing. I think he needs to stop acting like he got caught red-handed with steroids. Like they got pictures of him getting a needle in his ass.
Like in that movie. What's it called with the movie with The Rock in it and.
Oh yeah, Mark Wahlberg.
Mark Wahlberg.
Yeah,
Black dude.
Yeah, what's that movie? Yeah, I know what you're talking about. Yeah, they were doing real steroids.
So so like that, and also before we move on, what do you think Ryan Garcia, since he's retired for a year, what you think he's gonna do?
I think he wasn't gonna fight anyways.
Should he do movies,
so I think,
modeling?
He's gonna do all of that. He's gonna do ads. He's gonna do movies. He's gonna be in the public eye. He's gonna do public hostings. He's gonna be at the clubs. I think he's just gonna live it up for a year. And I think that's what's his plan anyway.
And do you think that the fact that he took the PED, he had tested positive for PED, why do you think that people like new casual people like really don't care? Like so what? You got knocked out. You should have been ready.
Well, because I think there's been a precedent set. Like it's not like anything new. Like this has happened to all kinds of boxers. When something like this even happens to someone that's like who's been the face of boxing, like Canelo, you look at it as nothing. Because when it happened to Canelo, people were like mad for a day, and they're like, "Oh, this happens," and then they got over it, and like we're just gonna wait for him to come back. I think it's gonna be the same thing. Like, and I'm sorry, Steven Jackson. I love Steven Jackson. He's one of the most fun small forward, power forwards to watch all time. He won a chip with the Spurs. He was a champion, but he's wrong on this one, man. Your boy lost. Like that's just what it is. So Haney got murked.
So you want to see him again?
Back from that.
Are you a Ryan versus Haney part 2? Or you think Haney ain't gonna do it?
I think Haney won't do it because he's gonna be like, I'm not gonna fight with a cheater. That's gonna be his whole angle.
His whole excuse for that.
Why would I fight against someone that cheated against me and tried to ruin my legacy that I'm already suing for defamation?
Basically,
I'm not gonna get in another situation with them. They've already proved they're disloyal. That's gonna be his whole angle.
True.
Just to dodge that fight.
I can see that.
But what's funny is they said that Haney wanted Tank Davis. But if he didn't want no parts of Ryan Garcia, you think he's ever gonna go after Tank?
Cause think about it. Tank just went in. Tank was at last fight against Frank Martin was at 133. He just fought Ryan at 140. Ryan came at 143. So he basically died in his hand. So imagine you losing 10 more pounds for him. And you see what Ryan already did. Ryan lost the 10 pounds to fight what's his name, Javante. He got hit in the stomach and quit. So he's not going down.
No, I mean that was the mole thing. That's like allegedly Ryan had a broken rib, and then someone leaked that to Javante's camp. So he set him up, and then he caught him in that broken rib, and then he just said no more.
Yeah, Javante's not moving up. I just realized like he's like perfect.
I actually think that fight would have been a lot better if it wasn't for that, because he hit him. You could see he hit him square in that rib, and the way he went down, I was like, oh man, I thought you could take a better punch than that. But if you got a broken rib, you honestly actually kind of understand it. Someone catches you in the right spot and something that's already broken, that's it.
It's a wrap.
So he. If you're it's tough with boxing, man, because if you get injured in training, you don't want to call off the fight, because then you win and people be like, oh, you're ducking the fade. And then, until you everything's already set up, you don't want to, postpone thing a few months or a year. So I can see his angle of going through it with it anyways, but you do leave yourself open when you do that.
Exactly. But comment down below how you feel about this whole suspension situation. Do you feel like it's they playing with Ryan? And also, do you feel like who's the next person that Devin gonna fight? Should he move up to 147? Since he's always coming in bigger, or should stay at the 140? But moving on here,
They said Ryan Garcia might go up in weight class when he comes back, so we'll see if Haney does the same.
Haney said he's not going to believe in weight. He's like, I'm not going to do weight. I'm going to do whatever I want to do from now on. I'm not going to just go strictly.
He's like, whatever I weigh, I weigh.
He basically, whatever I weigh, I weigh.
I'm fighting people this hype.
Exactly. But speaking of more on Haney, man, this next topic, looks like Devin Haney's been stripped of his WBC championship title, and it's been given to Alberto Puello. It was now taken over, because it looks like I said earlier, with this whole Ryan Garcia fight, since he lost, they said Devin saying that he's not getting any offers. The next offer he got offered 1.2.
Alberto Puello?
Exactly. It looks like his next offer that he has was to fight his mandatory Sandor Martin, the white dude, who's basically 42-3 right now.
That's a lot of fights.
Exactly. They offered him only $1.2 million, and Devin Haney's like, that's high risk, low reward. I mean, like, he just lost his fight again.
That's when you get in situations almost like Floyd Mayweather. Like, you have a bad fight or a fight where you win by a split decision, and a lot of people thought like it could have went either way, and they maybe just gave it to you because of your name.
Yeah.
And then the next fight, like, they're not trying to give you nothing.
Exactly.
That happens sometimes, and then it's like, with Floyd, he would hold out. All right, well, this fight ain't going to line up. I'm going to wait till a fight comes my way, and it might be like 2 years until he gets another fight.
And that's what WBC don't want. That's why they stripped the title. That's what a lot of people were saying. And this is weird. Like, so you mean he got the $1.2 million offer. You see he got knocked out. You see he's going through all this mental problems. He's going through all these problems. That's what Haney's saying. And that as soon as he turns down the offer, you take away the title. But with Usyk, the one we saw fight Fury, he basically lost. He got stripped of the title, but the reason why he got stripped is because he's exercising a rematch clause against Fury, so he can't fight. So you strip that title. Charlo, you stripped him of his title.
Oh, I've seen that. Yeah, where someone fights a champion, and then like if you beat them, they have a rematch clause. But then you beat the champion, and so you're the champion, and they're like, oh, we want you to fight someone else, and like they have a rematch clause. It's literally in the contract that I have to fight again. Then you do the fight, and they're like, oh, we're taking it away from you because you didn't do the fight we wanted.
Exactly. So you didn't fight your mandatory. So, but that's that.
Boxing's kind of phony, man. I don't like how there's like so many different like divisions. They have like the WBC, the this and that. It's like, it's weird that there could be like 3 champions for all these different things.
For the same belt.
Yeah, and I'm not a boxing super fan, so I'm sorry if I don't know the exact name of everything.
So yeah, I mean, they're basically saying like, you don't want to do this. I mean, like, think about it. Like, if you're getting offered $1.2 million to fight basically Sandor Martin, and let's say Devin Haney barely wins that fight, your next fight you ain't getting back in the 10-figure mark that you want to go to. You got to knock out Saunders, and Saunders is 42-3. It don't sound like you knocking Saunders out.
No, and that's like you said, it's a high risk, low reward, because like, if you do beat him, then everyone's gonna be like, okay, well, he wasn't a fighter that brought any viewers, so that's it. Like, you should have won.
And you getting punched in the head a bunch of times for $1.2 million.
But then you take a fight, and then anything could happen in any fight. You fall asleep on a move. Maybe you're not as sharp. Maybe you're doubting yourself since Garcia beat you, and he catches you with the right shot, a killer shot, and you get knocked out. Your career's dang near done, man. What, you gonna get fights for $100K after that?
Basically.
So yeah, I can understand being like, nah, I don't care. I'm not doing this.
Exactly. So
I feel like the championship isn't as important as it used to be. I feel like it's your record.
Shoot, think about it. You don't even know what title Gervonta Davis got right now. You just know it's Gervonta Davis.
Yeah. People care about the record if you're like undefeated or like below 5 losses.
Exactly. I mean, nobody. You see, all the other boxers got losses. Canelo got losses. So I mean, Manny Pacquiao got losses. You'll still see Manny Pacquiao fight. So I mean, it can go either. Tyson Fury just lost. I'm pretty sure you're gonna watch another Tyson fight. Another Fury fight.
He needs to retire. The Gypsy King is done.
Wilder needs to retire.
They all need to retire. They both have been losing.
But I mean, with this whole situation, I'm gonna go back to it. So what's going on now is with Alberto. Alberto's now the champion. They're making Devin Haney the champion in recess, which basically means that whenever Haney is up to it again, he can get his title fight, his rematch for his title. But Alberto has to fight Saunders now, and the winner of the Alberto Saunders has to now fight Gary Russell, who's basically 17-1. So I mean, I understand what Haney means. So you mean after fight Saunders, may win that, then have to fight basically Alberto, who's 23-0, who only got 10 knockouts. So that's not gonna sell no money. Then after that, I gotta fight somebody who only got 17 wins. So I'm not fighting a whole bunch of fights that only make basically $10 million total at the most.
Well, shoot, he probably got, like you said, they were getting like 30 mil plus when he fought Garcia.
Exactly, you getting 30 mil plus and all that stuff. That's a big drop. To get 3 fights for under 10, you basically making 10. So yeah, he ain't doing that. I'd rather lose the title, let you have this title, and I'm gonna just go about my day. And then think about moving up. I mean, he can move up to 147. Haney can move up right now he's 140. Move up to 147.
I got turds that way 147.
He can fight Earl Spence Jr. or fight Terrence Crawford, or go down to 135 and fight like Shakur, Lomachenko, and Gervonta. I mean, that ain't gonna happen.
That's like 8th grade freshman year weight.
Horrible. It is. It's not that much. I mean, yeah, but
they're not tall, so it's like, yeah.
I mean, but Haney is kind of tall, and Ryan Garcia is kind of tall. I think Ryan's like 6 something.
No, they're not.
You don't think so?
No, they're not.
Ryan's like 5. Look it up. You can look it up while I'm talking. So I mean,
hey Siri, how tall is Ryan Garcia? 5'10".
6 basically. I'm 6 foot. 2 inches from 6.
He's short.
Okay, he's 5'10" and 140. That's still small.
That's very small for his height. Yeah.
Let's see. And then Haney's like they look almost the same height.
Let's see. Hey Siri, how tall is Devin Haney?
Okay, I found this on the web for how tall is Devin. Check it out.
What are they giving him?
They're giving me Devin Booker's height.
He got beat that bad that he's no longer known. Anytime you speak about Devin, we're bringing up Devin Booker instead of Devin Haney. And they both.
That's sorry for you, man.
Man. So why you looking up that? So I mean, we don't know. I mean, like I said, go 135. Fight Gervonta Shakur. I mean, I don't know.
He's 5'9".
So a little short. It was 5'9", 1. Yeah, these boxers. I don't know, man. I don't know. So it's crazy. Then think about it. When you go to heavyweight, it's just basically 200 pounds. It's 200 pounds and whatever. So you can be like the Fury fight, how like it was like a 60-pound weight difference.
Yeah.
Which is crazy. I mean,
I guess they could get up there. I eventually got I was like 185 senior year, 185, 190.
So yeah, so it can go either way. But y'all comment down below how y'all feel about this whole title situation. Do you feel like it's not fair, or why is Haney getting stripped so fast? I mean, he just turned down the first offer.
They just want to see him stripped.
Basically, we're going to let y'all know. But moving on here, man, looks like we finally finished all the topics.
Looks like my co-host is long-winded and just wants to keep on talking about Devin Haney, even though we've already done a 2-hour episode. But it's okay, because y'all love the boxing clips.
You know what's funny? I be going to my barbershop now. We be having full-flown boxing conversations. I be putting up the random. Everybody talking. They be coming up to me like, "Hey, how you feel about this situation in boxing?" Be like, just 3 episodes ago, we was boxing novices. Now
we're still boxing novices.
They love us.
But we're learning. And we're also learning UFC. Let us know the next UFC match you want to see. Conor McGregor had to bow out, but let us know when he's coming back.
Are you upset about the whole Jake Paul and
Oh yeah, I was super disappointed.
You say Mike Perry?
Because I feel like Jake Paul could definitely knock him out just because of the age difference. But I think Mike Tyson, all it takes is one, man.
But they said he's gonna go against Mike Perry. Somebody told me that Mike Perry is like just basically he's a bare knuckle fighter or something like that.
Matthew Perry, R.I.P.
Horrible.
Chandler from Friends.
True, yeah, Chandler from Friends. R.I.P.
Shout out Krillin, just giving us a look like what y'all talking about. It's time for New Music Monday. You need to get back on topic.
Exactly, man. Back on topic, man. Time to talk about our playlist, man. TFTC Music Mix number 5. I've been sneaking, put some extra music
Go
in
ahead,
there.
Coast. Keep on adding songs. I've been forgetting to add to this playlist. I will be better. We'll get Music Mix number 5 up to par. Music Mix number 4 is still great. It's got like, over 300 songs?
300 songs. And also on top of that, man, we got more music coming. I got some Sexy Red finna add on there. That Glorilla, it's 7 p.m. Friday.
Oh, yeah, my Coast keeps on listening to that No Panties song.
I'm going full commando.
Because he's the commando queen.
Salute. But, man, speaking
of commando queens.
Man, this week, man, ain't that really good albums that came out. Big Yevo dropped The Giant. That came out. Who was
I didn't like none of the projects that dropped.
Peso Pluma came out. I ain't listened to that. It's a whole bunch of singles.
Had the single?
Sauce Walker had the single. We heard that. That was fire. Also, that OT7 Quani, I had my co listening to that today. That's that light skinned artist. He was light skinned with the braids. He played a couple songs of that. We've been listening to a lot of Julio Fulio. So
R.I.P.
But moving on to my pick, you already know, man. My pick of the week is Bam, man. Bam out of Florida. Been a made man. Hits, man. This is another artist out of Florida.
Little Bam Bam.
Exactly, another artist out of Florida. I seen them rock. I seen them with a lot of with Boss Man D-Lo, Wiz Having, see him messing with them. I mean, you gotta definitely check him out. Florida, we taking over the map.
Is he signed to Flintstone Music Group?
You got jokes, you a hater. But you need to check him out. But moving on, my co-host pick.
Is he good?
Who, Lil Bam?
Yeah.
He got a couple songs. You like him.
Shout out Lil Bam.
I got a couple songs to the playlist.
Never stop cheesing. But shout out my throwback pick of the week. You want to talk about classics? We hit you with an instant classic. We got Waka Flocka, Salute Me or Shoot Me. If I'm not mistaken, this might be his first tape.
This is the first one, or is this the 2 point?
No, this is one.
The green one. I think that's 2.5.
2.5?
This is the green one.
But shout out Waka Flocka. The Salute Me or Shoot Me mixtape series is one of the greatest series ever recorded. It takes me back. I was listening to this while cruising around earlier today. This is straight high school music. This is like straight 2007, 2008, 2009, even right after high school, 2010. Waka Flocka was killing it from like 05, 010, that whole era.
So do you think the Salute Me or Shoot Me, his whole discography of that is up there with The Drought and Lil Wayne?
To most people, probably no. But to me, yes. Because, the Waka Flocka mixtape era is like that, and then the Chicago mixtape era are my two favorite eras of music. Like, whenever Brick Squad was dropping new tapes with Waka, Gucci, Slim Duncan, OJ the Juice,
French Montana with Casinos.
I was actually listening to Young Joey today. Shout out to the Brick Squad Monopoly, Young Joey. Ice Burgundy. Shout out Ice Burgundy.
True.
From back in the day. Shout out Lil Cap the Prez. Shout out
but Big Sean had a discography.
Shout out Kibo Gotti.
Kibo Gotti, Finally Famous. The Big Sean, he had a whole bunch of Finally Famouses, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5.
Oh, and Waka Flocka also got me into Travis Porter. He did the Streets Are Us mixtape with Travis Porter. It's one of the greatest mixtapes of all time. Shout out Waka and Travis Porter.
R.I.P. Bankroll.
Yeah, man, that was their Juice WRLD. They're going to take off supporting him, so R.I.P. Bankroll Fresh.
But moving on, man, make sure y'all check us out on Twitter, a.k.a. X, Feel Supreme 305, my co-host Papa O-Block.
I'm on there like once a month.
I'm always on there tweeting, trying to get my tweets up. It's hard, man.
That's really the quickest way to reach me is either Instagram on our Instagram, Tales from the Crib 210, or on Twitter, because we see all that stuff right away on either one, on Instagram on that account.
He ain't turned off his notification yet, you know.
No, I got my notifications on for Twitter.
I know. You ain't got it turned off. Like, you got the notification turned off on Instagram for when I be filling up the inbox.
I gotta block you. You be sending too much. But yeah, follow us on Twitter X. Like, comment, subscribe. If you watch this you're a true fan. You're a true Crib Crew member. If you are a true Crib Crew member, let us know what episode you start watching us. What is this, episode like 162?
Yeah, it's 162. You know, 162, bigger, better than ever. You know, make sure y'all watch TFTC clips, TFTC gaming. Make sure y'all check out Patreon. Make sure y'all check out Crib Reactions. We got videos dropping out all the time. Make sure y'all check that out. Anything else you got to say, my co-host?
Bada bing, bada bang.
Bang.
Tell me why my co-host made us want to have a 2 hour and 15-minute episode.
That's
for no reason.
Great, man. You know, it's longer and longer. It's just us. Imagine we had a third co-host on here. It'd be super long.
We did have a third co-host.
That's sports.
But then she quit on us.
Oh yeah.
Damn,
comment down below if you want Chelsea back.
Comment down below if we need
the
another
voice from the side chick.
Do we need another? Do y'all want to hear somebody else come in? You know, we can have guests on the side. They can be on, off. We don't know. But hey, man, thank y'all.
They're gonna be off camera. We don't got enough cameras here.
Thank y'all for watching, man.
Scan the QR code. TikTok, Instagram. Should get Crib Reactions to 10K subs.
Exactly. You know, R.I.P. Julio. Man, we hope Justin Timberlake, you know, don't go to jail. You know, just get probation for a situation.
You could do it too with JT.
Exactly, man.
No strings attached.
It's your boy, Jesse J, Philly Supreme 305, my co-host.
Chico grinding Chico 2 times. It's time to get the honey butter chicken biscuit.
Time to watch the NBA draft.
It's time to watch The Acolyte and make fun of how trash Star Wars is now.
Oh,
but thanks for tuning in. Another episode, another week. Angel Reese, you the truth. G Herbo, I'm looking for you. I already called shotgun on Angel Reese. You already got a lady. What are you doing? That ain't your cousin. You ain't helping her with the groceries.
I can't take my cousin through the hood.
Damn, Spancy.
I want to take it to the old block.
He was trying to go to her hood.
Take it to see the Hatui.
He's trying to see what she knows about Hawk Tour. Let us know if you've ever played Tony Hawk Tour. But thanks for tuning in. We will see y'all next week. And if you're still here, Florida sucks, baby. Yeah. Florida still sucks. Y'all won on hockey and nobody cares. The Heat ain't winning in 20 years. Dwayne Wade is the leader of the Choo-Choos.